You are now streaming.
Oh, there he is, the dirty bastard,
The dirty
stuff like that. So,
bastard.
yeah, dirty bastard. But yes, hello. Welcome to After Nine. Oh, he didn't even have his headphones on, anything like that.
I'm surprised you did in the chair, because usually it's just an empty
Yeah,
chair, right?
yeah. And usually he's naked too. Every time we open, when he comes in, he's sitting there just butt ass naked. Everything's bare on, stuff like that. But yeah, we're live there, Kirkland, if you can hear us.
I can hear you.
Okay, well, you didn't say anything, so I just wasn't sure. I saw some
I was waiting
smiles,
for you
but
to stop talking. I don't want to just jump in
Did
randomly.
you have a
well,
shower, Kirkland?
Of course, I had a shower.
When did you
I
get
actually,
home?
yeah.
5:30, I think.
Oh shit, you just fucking flew through that.
I had a
I
shower
know.
about an hour and a half
Picked up
ago as well.
picked up sushi too, so we scored that down.
Mm.
I was talking about getting sushi tonight, but then Emily ended up getting basil leaf. So I was like, oh, okay, fine, I
Fuck, I
won't.
love
But
basil leaf. Fuck yeah.
yeah,
What is that? Is that Thai food?
yeah.
What is that? Oh, it is. Okay.
I'd say like Vietnamese more than Thai.
Oh, okay.
No, there's a couple things on there that I like, but they're things that I'd gone already recently, and then the rest of the options were all like meat stuff, and I've cut meat out. So I was like, I was kind of
Mm.
disappointed they didn't have any type of like sushi or stuff like that. But
If you do the meat again, do the sesame chicken that they have.
if you do it again, yeah,
Do you
is it
do that
good?
meat again?
Yeah, do it.
Are you on the
Yeah,
meat, Travis? That's what I'm gonna ask when
you
whether
on the
he's on it or
meats?
not.
No, I'm not on
Back
the
on the meat,
meats.
man.
I've been doing really good. I did for a while. I had like stopped because I think I had said I was going to get off it. But then you just
See you,
go
Taylor.
from yeah, he's done for the night. That's it. He got paid for 2 minutes of business right there. But no, and if you'll look down, I'm not on my phone. I'm sharing the links here. But no, I had cut out meat a couple months ago, and it was very like back and forth. I'd be doing well, and then like, oh, there's this meal and this meal and stuff like that. Like I didn't do a proper send off, so it was few. It was last.
Wait.
Whoa, Kirk was being possessed.
Oh
Look at
no,
him.
that is
The
scary.
floor. The bodies hit the that one. That. Oh my god. You literally look like you're being taken over. That's great that it was like that for a while, and then like you look like you're the fucking Joker is giving you a hostage video. But
That was scary. I was waiting for the oh, what is it called?
host
No, I was gonna say
Deadite.
from Batman. What's it called? The rat. What's like the Latin term thing that they had? It's like
El
rat.
Ratalata.
El Ratalata. Yeah,
Oh, what are
it
you
was taking over my
showing?
stream.
Yeah, no, that was funny there. But I was expecting Kurgan go flying at the camera there. But yes, Taylor will be back in a second there. He has to just pick up Mass. And we do this at a terrible time for Madison's work. But yes, this is after 9. I'll get back to my meat story in a second. But yeah, in a couple minutes there, I'll be dropping the link. So all patrons on the phase 2 tier and higher, you can join. We'll just you know, kick the shit around for about 2 hours. We'll stop at 8 p.m. PST is usually our time, 11 everyone else's. But yeah, it's yeah. Anyways, I felt like I had done it, been like, okay, I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna stop, and it was
Mm.
just a very willy nilly one. Like I feel like I wasn't putting the best foot effort, and it was just kind of like almost like if you work out and you're like, oh, I'll allow myself a cheat meal, and then someone else is getting some food, like, yeah, give me some of those chips, but you're supposed to
Mm.
be like, no, one meal. So that's what I wasn't doing. I'm not doing one meal, but now I've been coming on a month now of nothing. So I'm trying to. It's two things. One, I always talk about I have not the greatest feelings about eating animals. I go back and forth. I don't judge other people that do it. That's fine. But it's definitely just for cutting weight wise, and that's my goal right now. Is I'm not trying to get buff. I'm trying to get very very
Mm.
tight stuff
I
like
got
that.
opposite goals. I'm trying to eat actually more protein because I feel like
Oh
I
yeah.
don't eat enough, especially now that I'm a more physical job. Sometimes it's like 9 in the morning and I'm not tired, but it's just like I feel like I need like more gas in the tank or something,
Mhm.
like just more power. So I've never really been like a breakfast guy, and if I did, it would be like some fruit, maybe yogurt, maybe
Well,
banana. So I got to start eating like full on eggs and just get that
if you
that
need a little
power meal
more,
going.
yeah, if you need a little more power and stuff like that, you just gotta crack open. Oh, there you go. Crack open a Zoe. Let's
This is like
fucking
just a black
go.
bottle. I thought it was like a shampoo or something.
There we
Are those the
go.
new flavors?
No, there's the same old, but I don't buy energy drinks too much
Yeah.
because but they're on sale in Costco. So, but that's the thing. We're gonna talk about the Rock a lot tonight. Funny how he
Yeah.
comes up after 9. Yeah, they did announce that they're coming to Canada, and you'll be able to buy them like the singly, and we'll get like the new flavors and stuff. So, but yeah, they're on sale in Costco. I'm like, okay, I'll get that. But yeah, see now I'm the. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I noticed they had two different cases now at the Costco. Before they just had the one. Is that because they have like the plus one, which is like I don't know,
I
it's like
missed that.
pre-workout or something. Okay, I know there's they even had like a free what's it called? Like a
The
taste test.
samples
Yeah,
of
yeah, of
Zoas.
Zoas. I was laughing at that, but yeah, I noticed they had pardon me, the 2 different cases, and I didn't go and inspect it. Costco's always crazy. I feel like I never have time to just peruse. It's like if you have
No.
a gap, a gap of opportunity to go in there and get what you want, then you do it. But
It's fucking like Helm's Deep in there every time you go and stuff like that.
what's your favorite day to go if you
Well,
have to?
I try to go if it's a weekday, like a weekday in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
where-
that's good. You
Yeah.
have that opportunity to do that during the
No,
day.
not really though, because I don't drive. So like it's like an idea. But if things work out, because sometimes we take random days off, that's our plan. But
Mm,
yeah, no, I've made a rule that I recently had to go back in there last week and we shopped in because I'm a big proponent of I don't care if the food costs a little bit extra or the delivery. I will happily get on an app and pay for people to go get my food and bring it to me when it's Costco, especially. Emily hates that. She hates paying extra for something we can go do. And our deal recently was okay, if you want to do that, you can go shop and I'll stay at home with the kids. But if you want to go shop, that's fine with me. And then 2 times in a row, I've broken it. And then this last time, like, I'm never fucking come back in here again. It's just awful. There's too many people. It's just busy. It's just like I would much rather pay the extra to sit at home for 2 hours, have someone bring me it. I know that might sound like really hoity-toity. It's just like that. There's an expression that I always say a lot after Endgame. I think it's a great quote. They don't get enough quote. I just watched it again. And they say that Stark's dad says, no amount of money bought you a second of time. That's true in most cases, but not in this case. You know why? Because it does buy me a second time. It buys me 2 hours insanity. So that's why I fucking
fair.
hate going in there. So I'm gonna be retired going in there. But that's
yeah.
yeah, so it probably they were just had the regulars always on sale then, because that's the only reason I bought them.
Mm.
They're like $5 off, and I was like, I haven't done for a while. Even though right now when I just drank one, my mouth feels like a little numb, so that's not
They
good.
changed their formula. You're super allergic to it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, what was I saying before? I don't know. We're talking about
ZOA's. Oh yeah, I
Oh,
was talking about wanting more
yeah,
power.
energy. Yeah, and that's where I'm the reverse now. Because before I was biking to work every day, stuff like that. I don't do that, so now I feel like I miss out on some cardio. So now I've been doing, because I
Mm,
work at home, for my lunch break. I got my treadmill over there about 3 days a week. I run on that during. It's great. I run during my lunch, have a shower, get back to work. But that's why I'm doing the cut right now, because I feel like if I bulk while I'm not doing. Good thing is summer's coming up, so you're a little more active. You're out beach hiking and stuff, but. Right now, it's like I just don't feel like I'm cutting much. So that's the
yeah.
plan right now, is to cut and get a little I don't think I'll be getting the cheese grater abs. I don't think I have the time capacity for that, but just a little weight loss, because it builds up very
Yeah.
easy. Once you get past like 27, it's over.
Oh fuck, I'm 27.
Oh yeah,
I've
once you get
always.
past it, you'd gain so much weight easy, just so easy.
I hope so. I've always been
Not
like
the weight you
underweight.
want
I
though.
feel.
Not the weight you want.
But it's easier to mold that type of weight than actually just put on the weight that you want if you don't
No,
have
it's
any
not.
of that. You don't think so?
No, because for me,
You're
my
not a
body
skinny
was
guy though, so it's tough for you
no,
to say
yeah.
that.
But I just feel like you'll see when it happens. You'll think that, but then I feel like it's just a lot harder to shred the weight you don't want. That's the thing. If you do want to
Okay.
tone up stuff, because I feel like because now I'm 29 right now, I'll be 30 in August. I feel like even at 25, 26, I can have a bad week of eating, but give me just 5 days, I can work that all off. It's gone. Nowadays, it's like you have a bag of chips that's sitting with you for 3 months. Like, sorry, no matter what you do, it doesn't matter, So. I will
Yeah.
also say though that I'm not probably people. There's a lot of people my age that don't have kids. So if I was going to the gym like I used to go 5 times a week, then yeah, sure, that'd be fun. But now I'm lucky if I kind of get there twice and then I work at home and stuff. But luckily that changed. I'm getting more active because working at home, I just have more time and stuff. But
Yeah, for sure. Back on the running game. I feel like I've never been a runner. I used to play soccer, so I guess that's the one exception, but like I've always called myself more of a sprinter than like a long distance runner. And I do not have cardio now. I played in a hockey tournament a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
And that was like a realization on just how bad my cardio was. Skate for like 20 seconds and I'm just completely gassed and not ready to go. So I was saying, especially now that it's getting really, really nice out, I want to start, light jog, maybe like a speed walk type situation, and then hopefully transition to running. Because yeah, I do zero cardio other than just my job, which again now it's a lot more physical, so it is a lot better probably, like just health wise for me, just being a lot more active, not just sitting at a desk like I used to. So that's nice. But yeah, I want to start running, I think, this year, and get some new running shoes, take Marco, especially like where we live, like there's some really nice like running trails. So it should be a good time, and it's like mountain biking season for sure, so that'll be a good training ground to build up my cardio again.
Yeah.
And
No,
yeah,
that's the
just
same.
get more physical.
Yeah, that's the same. I bought some new running shoes. We can do some more hikes and stuff with the kids and everything. And then yeah, just that's what we for it's not a big spoiler, but for one of the films we had to go film in the woods, and me and Tina had to walk up a hill, and that was my realization. Like, man, I'm out of shape because I was walking up this hill that I used to go. Me and Emily and Heisenberg used to go all the time. And I was going up this hill, and I was like, and that's was like, okay, I got to cut some lbs here because it's just like it's sometimes I've done that and I don't like that because I feel like my body does this thing where I lose a lot of my muscle mass and then I always pull back like, oh, but I'm losing the muscles and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. So now I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna, even if I'm not as like big and bulky, if it's smaller and toned, that's what I'm gonna do. But I will say, patrons, link is now should be live. I'll double check, but should be live. So were you putting up your hand or something like that?
I don't think so.
Okay, maybe that was because we do have someone in the waiting room now. No, did you see like the hand emoji come up?
Oh, no, I didn't. I was
okay
zoning out though.
Did you see that again?
No. Oh, yeah. What? No, that's just my mouse. That's just my mouse, bro.
What are you doing?
Oh, there it is.
What the fuck
for you?
What the fuck did that do? Put up your hand. Put up your hand.
I don't know how to do it.
No, just hold your hand. I wasn't touching buttons. Hold your hand up. Okay, hang on. Maybe I got a lower hand. Okay, lower hand. Okay, now put up your hand. That's weird.
Because my backdrop's not good.
No, when I put up my, oh my god, look at this. I just have the power to be like, take this top of the string.
What the hell? Every time we come to Zoom, there's something different that's going on. It's usually not good.
It must be because I'm the host or something like that, but I thought it was because it was bringing in this man here, but we have a man coming in right now. Actually, we have another person coming in right now.
Oh,
Carl. It was a nighttime one. We can tell it's quiet over there.
Tired eyes. Hello, Carl. Oh, can't hear you.
Shh, don't say anything. It's fine. Just leave him like this the whole stream.
No, that's cruel. You just don't react.
Yeah. Oh, they really don't like me there anymore, do they? Have you guys seen
assholes.
This?
There it is. I'm not an asshole.
Yeah, Kirklin saved you. I was gonna let you
I know
go
Kirklin. Yeah, Kirklin's really decent one on this podcast.
Yeah.
And Taylor doesn't care about. He just left, and stuff like that. Carl, you raise your hand. See if it does anything.
Like physically, yeah.
No, just me. That's super weird. So it must be because I'm the host. And like, what is?
Are you not clicking a button? I feel like you're clicking a button.
Okay, literally. Before we bring our next guest, I'll prove it. Look, yeah, like the cops came in. Oh, it doesn't do it 2 hands. Okay, look. Okay, now it just looks like
you're hitting the button.
This is how do I? Okay. Oh, hang on. I know for people listening, this is like terrible. Okay, look. See, my hand's over here. What is going on? What is this feature? Why is the feature like I need to put up my hand and it brings me to the very top?
The Taylor Field feature, they added it because
who wants
way back in the day he used to raise his hand all the time.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need a whole crash course on Zoom and stuff like that.
Do you though? I don't think you do. You don't use it for work or anything, do you?
No, but I'm just always surprised. Like there's probably so many features we don't even know about and they're in this thing and stuff like that. But Carl, now I'm just gone.
Put your hand up. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it can't sense it. Oh. Okay, so there you go. But Carl's here and April. How's it going, April?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good.
Good. It's Friday night. It's good. It's the weekend. Do you guys have jobs as well where it's like the weekend's the weekend, or do you have some jobs? Okay, so April does, Carl. But yeah, I guess because
every day's a weekend for me.
Every day's a weekend. Why do you say that? Did you inherit some money we didn't know about?
I'm just always partying now, yeah. Living the dream, working from home, self-employed and all that. Yeah.
Nice. Now, does this have to do with your YouTube thing or is this a different thing?
Yeah, it's pretty much almost full-time job now, yeah.
Nice.
It's going good. Yeah.
Congratulations.
I finally got past the 2K subscribers mark. Woo! So
That's
famous.
Awesome. So we're celebrating.
He's so cagey about it because he doesn't really tell me specifically what it is. I feel like we're gonna see him arrested one day on some like Wolf of Wall Street like Ponzi scheme or something. Like he's like ripping people off. Like I'm like, what is he up to? And now it's his like full-time job. It's like I don't know. Let us know about this.
It's actually the opposite. I'm helping people.
Oh, that's what they all.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm helping people. Don't worry.
No, I'm helping them invest in me.
Oh yeah, and then
pyramid scheme.
Give me 10 grand back, and you'll get another
multi-level
100K.
Marketing, Travis.
Yeah.
No, I have software and bots and stuff to kind of automate programs for people.
Ooh,
jeez.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, honestly,
and it all came from the podcast I was doing with Gary, the comic book virgins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And it came up one day because when Gary stopped doing that, I was bored. It was during lockdown, I think. I was bored. I wanted something to do. I've got all this equipment. So it came up on Facebook one day. Click here to earn $200. I'm like,
See,
okay.
this seems
So
something's
my
up here.
I've
Well,
lost a
no,
lot
my-
of money clicking on those
yeah.
ones, Carl.
So my whole
The guys
idea
at Carl.
was to do this and video myself doing it and expose it for how fake that it really is. And the whole series started off doing that, and people liked it. And then I found one that works, and people are really genuinely interested. And yeah, it's took off.
Yeah.
And now it's like completely different avenues, and I've got 5 sponsors.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
And I've got my own Discord with like 100 people in it.
Ooh, look at this guy.
I know. It's kind of been a crazy year.
Remember
never-
us, Carl. When
He
you
never
make it
drops
big.
the name of the channel though. This is why I think it's
It's
suspicious.
called Making Richie Rich.
Making
Okay,
it-
this is all these signs are like, what is going on here? But,
Go
you know,
check it out. You can see it
Get
for
rich
yourself.
quick schemes.
We will. Yeah.
There's
exactly.
no, that's definitely something I do not promote.
No, that's good. Well, didn't you think that though when you clicked on the make $200?
Well, that was the whole point. I think most of these things are all schemes, and that was the
Guys,
whole
look at
talk.
Kirkland's camera.
Kirkland.
Look at Kirkland's camera.
It's freaking out again.
Yeah, it's great. It's so fantastic. I don't know, but like
So distracted.
oh, I know, but it's great. Like we did like perfect host moment right there. But
Did you do a seance over there?
yeah, what's
Absolutely.
Kirkland's- yeah.
I'm in another call. Actually, we're still ongoing. The lady
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's hosting it just left randomly.
Part of the Keep Richie Rich podcast. Or
Yes.
whatever. yeah,
I've sent my minions over to destroy it.
yeah, yeah.
Why
yeah.
me, Carl?
Yeah. Oh, and now,
Oh,
and now I
now
just
it's
go
got
dark screen.
Travis.
I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on with Zoom, but hey, I was gonna say that's funny because now with Kirkland is the only one on this panel that doesn't work from home now. It's a nice life. So.
Damn.
This.
I'm enjoying my physical activities. I got a crazy look at this watch chain I got now. Oh, I'm pretty burnt.
Oh, I thought you said look at this watch I have now, and you just showed me like your weird. I'm like, I think someone stole it, but
It actually looks a lot darker in person.
oh yeah,
but
no, I can see it. I can see the color. You got a watch.
I got
tan.
pretty burnt today. Well, yeah, I'm normally wearing my watch, but it is
Yeah.
freaking hot here in the Okanagan this weekend. It's supposed to be like 30s, Travis, this weekend.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be 30 all the way to
whatever
like
that
next
means.
Friday.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
supposed to be like
really?
yeah, this is where our summers get. That's why we get a lot of tourists here. Our summers get really, really warm. So are you ready for that? Like, are you allowed to wear
No,
tank tops
not
and
ready.
such? Are you allowed to wear tank
Uh,
tops and such? or-
Probably. I think so. I think we're gonna ask if we can wear shorts because we just have to wear like work pants on the job site. But yeah, there's like the rebar guys because they're in a union, they have to wear long sleeves just to like
Yeah.
protect them. And it's just like, oh my God, I don't know what's gonna because they're like on the top deck where you're just getting cooked like bacon and just wearing long sleeves, pants, and it is very, very warm. Even if it's like decent warm, it's so much warmer because there's nowhere to hide from the sun, and there's like ventilation units that are just like a reflection that just boosts like the
Mhm.
sun that hits you. So it's pretty deadly. But
Yeah, I had the same thing when I worked at a hotel for landscaping. I was not allowed to wear tank tops, and it was just the worst. I'm out
that's
there
terrible.
digging weeds, doing the lawnmower, and it's just like 40 degrees out there. I'm just like, oh,
What was the
please.
reasoning for them? Like
It wasn't
you were in a
professional.
union job.
It was, but
Oh,
it wasn't.
fuck off.
They didn't. It didn't look professional for the hotel to have a guy in a.
It would look
tank top
professional
there.
if you're passed out on the grass because you got heat stroke.
They wouldn't care. They always just taking a rest and stuff like that. But now we have another person, Maddie. Hello, how's it going, sir?
Hello, boys. How's it going? Hi, April. How's everyone
Maddie.
doing?
Very good.
What's up?
I
Travis,
feel
put
like
your arm
See
up.
you guys.
Wave
put
at
my-
him.
wave my app. Well, now I'm at the top of the feed. So what's it gonna do if I have this up all the way?
You're top left right now on
No
my
It
end.
just moves me to top left. It just moves me. It's just so like we don't know what this feature is, but whatever it is.
I like the
um,
purple. I'm a big purple guy. Purple and blue, so I like the purple
Nice.
background.
Yeah, I always throw that on for after night. I mean, these lights are almost dying. I think they don't have much color.
They're
Like,
sagging a lot.
well,
Like, they
that's
used
on.
to be very stiff
Yeah.
and firm and
Well, they
young.
So it
take,
happens with age.
yeah, they take a lot of the paint off the wall. So nowadays I just tape them to the wall. So yeah, and no, there's just certain colors that don't exist in the color scheme anymore. You just hit it and it's just like green,
That's
green.
weird.
It should be orange. Yeah, they're cheap lights and everything like that. But
Definitely got your money's worth out of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, I feel like this is this a new location? I feel like we haven't seen you for sure on your
It-
couch.
it's-
No, this is his
made an
sports
appearance.
location.
There you
Yeah.
go. Kirkland knows. Yeah, Kirkland. It's playoff season, boys. So I
Oh,
gotta,
yeah.
I
What
gotta
playoff though? What
multitask.
are you watching? I feel like there's multiple playoffs happening.
Yeah,
right
I
now,
do. I
right?
do both. I follow basketball, hockey, so I'm all over all
Nice.
over the place. There's a lot of stuff on right now, but
Who
I'm
you
a good
rooting for?
multitasker. So
Yeah. What's the? So are you multitasking right now between the two? Is there two different games on right now?
yeah, that's what kind of sucks. They play at the same time, so I'll usually give hockey the priority if there's a Canadian team playing. I like to rep Canada. So
Hell yeah.
if not, I'll switch over to some b-ball.
Who are you
B-ball.
going for in Canada or in NHL?
Honestly, it sounds bad because I'm a Habs fan, but any Canadian team, honestly, even if it's like Toronto, I really don't care. I just want to at least see a Canadian team in the finals or at least get close to winning because we rarely win and it sucks because
Yeah.
it's our sport, But
Majority of the
Go.
players are Canadian though. Just
Yeah.
gotta
there
think
you
of it
go.
that way.
No, for sure. Yeah, I know. So
And then who
how
you
you
going
guys
for in
doing?
the
How's
NBA?
everyone, man? Mr.
Good.
Carl,
Yo, Matty boy, you're looking
going,
well.
how's it going? Thank you. You too, man. It's late night for you now, no?
Yeah, it's
You're
around
hanging
20
in
past 2. I am here to the death, as always.
You sound
Yeah,
pretty
but-
awake though, Carl. I'll give you that though. There's sometimes we come on here where I'm like, this man should be asleep, but right
He
now
probably had a
he's-
ZOA or a,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
no, I
Zoas
was
over there.
I was catching up on Ted Lasso before he came on,
Nice.
so
Are you fully
yeah.
caught up?
That's me fully caught up.
Yeah.
So good.
It's
Ah,
so good. I love that show so much.
yeah.
Anyone else watching it? I know Travis.
I
isn't.
haven't seen
I
it.
will be
Oh,
at some point.
Matty, come on, it's great.
I love me
for
some
football.
Jason Sudeikis, though. I do.
It's
I
really
really
good.
do, but
Yeah.
It's a good like feel good show. Like you just
And you
feel
don't even
good.
have to know much about football either to appreciate it.
Oh, it's about football. I'll watch it then. I
Yeah.
didn't know
Yeah.
that. What teams do they
the,
cover?
the real football.
Yeah.
Like Packers, Patriots.
No, what's that? That's not
I
football.
love when Carl talks his football.
Don't start me on my rant.
No, it's ending this year, right? So that's why.
Yeah,
that's-
this is the
I'm-
last season.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh,
wait
is
till it's
it
done
actually?
and watch
That's
it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Have you not
though.
noticed that all the episodes have been over an hour long this season?
Really? Over
yeah,
an
they've been
hour?
longer. Yeah, just for
What
the
were they
season.
normally? They weren't 30
They're
minutes
usually-
before.
Yeah, they were 30,
Were
40
they?
minutes. I'm pretty
Oh,
certain.
okay,
yeah.
Okay, that's sad. That's a sad realization I just had because we're like almost done the season, aren't we? Are we approaching?
Yeah,
it?
I think you're near the end,
two.
yeah.
I think 3 more episodes. I think there's 12 episodes this
Oh,
season, and 9 just
sucks.
dropped.
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been a good run.
Carl, very quickly, what's your take on Champions League? What's your prediction at this point? We're gonna have an Italian team in the finals, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going for Italians.
There you go. I
Just
love
because
it.
I don't
Love
want
to hear
City
it.
to win anymore. You know, they're our rivals in the Premier League. I don't want them getting another.
Yeah, well, even them, they
Another
always fall
trophy.
short in Champions League. But then, and then Madrid's the opposite. They're always there. So
Yeah, that's because they have an easy league to play in, so it's easy to rest their players.
yeah.
And I see the prodigal son has returned there. Hello, Mr. Espos. How's it going?
Good.
Hello.
Is
Normally,
that
I have my.
is that a
I have-
poster of you with in the background with the hood?
Was that
I
meant
was
to
gonna-
match? That was a good
I was
match.
gonna say normally I have the background blurred, but that's the 3,000 years of
Yeah.
longing
Oh,
poster.
nice.
Uh-huh.
My friend works at a theater and he got it for me. I assume because
Sweet.
probably no one had seen the movie, so no one wanted this one, but he gave it to me.
It's a good movie though. At least you got one of
Yeah.
those. you
Yeah.
know?
I liked it.
That's how
And,
I got.
and it's a cool poster. It's like
Yeah.
an interesting one. It's
Yeah.
weird.
That's how I somehow got somewhere in this room. I have a Last Night at Soho poster because I just don't think anyone at the theater
Yeah.
wanted it. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, I'll take it and put it up at some point and stuff. But yeah, I have to ask before I ask what I suppose we're on. April, what are you working on there? I see
Yeah.
you building something. there.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm multitasking. I have a custom order due, so I'm working. It's a wreath. I make wreaths.
Nice.
Oh,
Very nice.
geez Louise, that's nice. Yeah. So, what you been up to, Espubs? How's life been?
Good. It's almost the end of like my school year here.
Oh, school
so,
year, good.
Yeah.
Almost the end of it. I'm returning back to my people in a few months. Yeah.
So yeah, but excited for summer movies.
Do you have
How
any
long-
plans this summer?
How long is your summer break?
It's like, I guess it's like I think almost 3. Like,
Man, he's
two
trying to
months.
find out.
That's nice. No, it's good, man. That's 3 months off, Travis. Come on now. Come on now. That's student life, man. That
I
student
miss
life is
I
nice.
missed 3 months.
It's nice while it lasts, man.
We get 2 months off over here. It's not fair. We get July and August, and then we're back 1st of September. That was you.
Well, that
was
that
us
is
too.
that is some like mine would end in like start of June and end at like end of August, like maybe like halfway through August. So like June, July, and like 2 weeks of August.
Yeah, for us, it's so annoying because they put the kids back the first week in September, but it's always when the holidays are. So I never know why they don't just wait because they literally bring them back. But then it's like, because isn't September, that's a long week? Is it a 4-day weekend or
Labor
just a
Day.
3-day?
Well,
Labor
Labor
Day.
Day is like the first
Yeah.
weekend of
But
September.
is it just a 3-day one? But either way, it's a holiday like the first week they come back. It's like,
Yeah.
what's the point? Just keep, I know
Yeah.
some parents are probably like, fuck, get them back there. But like, for me, it's just like, it doesn't make much sense and everything. And
That comes from a parent who still loves his kids.
well, yeah, and I get, I also, I work at home, right? So the worst case scenario, they just got to hang out with me and I do like a little less work and stuff like that. But, yeah, any plans for the summer there, S-Bubs, or other than just the movie season? You going anywhere or just staying put?
I think probably just staying here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
collecting some more posters.
Yeah, I want to
I
see that
mean-
whole wall just completed by the end of summer.
There is like nothing. The only other thing to the side of it that's like just off screen is like there's like a promotional Let's Go Pikachu like thing that I got from like pre-ordering it or something. There's the Fortnite season 1 no, chapter 1 season 5 map, so it's like 3 years old. And then that's it. It's like it's just to the right. Those are the only
Okay.
posters I have.
I was gonna say, why didn't you just put it more central? But there's other posters up there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like,
Could be worse. I've got naked babies in a bath behind me, so
Oh yeah,
Is that what that is?
bold choice.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to ask next, really. I know you've stumped me. I got no transition.
What do you got, Maddie? What do you got for your wall art there?
What, on the wall? You
Yeah.
guys want to see?
Yeah.
A little
Ooh.
cityscape.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah,
Very
fancy.
artsy of you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Very sophisticated.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man, he has everything. He has that type of art in the room and stuff like that. Right?
What'd you say? Sorry.
I said
Yeah,
you- that-
actually, guys, sorry, Travis, can you hear the TV? I don't want to.
No,
I just
no,
want to
you're
make
good.
sure it's not too loud. Okay, chill.
Yeah, good.
What
No,
did
you're
you
good.
ask me?
No,
Sorry?
we're saying I feel like you got all that type of art around, and stuff like that.
No, yeah, a little art exhibit going on over
He's
here.
probably got like an office with just leather-bound books on a big shelf.
Bunch of
cigar
leather
Very
bound
classy.
chest thing. Yeah, very classy guy, Maddie.
He has a globe in his bedroom. Like, it's
A
like little
globe.
pins where he's been. Like, oh, I've been here. And I've been here.
Oh my god, I just noticed the empty seat. Taylor, where's Taylor at?
He's picking up Matt.
He's
No,
like a
he's
ghost
there.
in the he's invisible. He's using his
He's,
power.
yeah, he's invisible. Yeah, that's the power he said he would choose, and that's where he's working him out.
That was good stuff. That was good
Yeah.
stuff.
But no, he will be here shortly. He has to pick up his I still say fiance, but wife and stuff like that. It's always at a bad time and everything. But yeah, he'll plop down here soon. So
There you go.
oh yeah.
What about you
but
guys? What have you been up to?
Not much. I'm about to
Much,
move,
man.
so that's not
Yeah.
fun for me. I talk about that on on GeekVerse. But no, other than that, it's this weekend. Me and Leia, we're gonna go see John Wick's playing the drive-in. That's opening this weekend, so we're gonna
Ooh,
see that at the
nice.
drive-in. So I'm looking very forward to that.
Nice.
Even though I'm not, I feel like I get more excited for the drive-in than when I get there. I'm like, oh, this is awful, because just like the audio's not great, and it's just
Yeah.
like you get a bad position, and you're like the screen's over there, but it's
Oh
like
my
that's like the novelty of it.
It's just the
right? So-
experience. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and it's just gonna be me and her without the kids. So it's like, and it's gonna be probably like a 4-hour thing because it starts at 8:45, but they recommend to get there like 90 minutes before, and you have to because you want to
Jeez.
because you got to get like good
Okay,
position,
okay.
right? So
What's the other movie? Because they always do two, don't they?
just one because John Wick's 3 hours. That's
Oh,
why, because it's
okay.
so
Oh,
long.
the new John Wick.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not seeing
Uh,
John. Yeah, not John Wick 1. Sorry, yeah, it's seen John Wick 2 or no. They're not playing 4.
John
They're
Wick
not playing 1.
6.
They're playing 2. Specifically
Wick
2. Yeah, they can only get rights to 2, but no, that's why they're only doing one movie because it's so long and stuff like that. That's usually what happens. They usually play like a child's movie that's like or
Mhm.
family like 7 to 8. And then the adult movie starts at like 11:30, and that's where it's always like a commitment. Like even the Batman I wanted to see, but it was like 11:45. It's like, I don't
It's
know.
not
That's
close either. It's like 2 hours
No.
away from where we live.
Really?
yeah. So
Jesus.
well, I won't
okay.
say 2 hours. I'll say
It
an
feels
hour
like 2
15.
hours.
Oh, just you're
Yeah.
slow
There
driver.
there and back, Kirk.
I'm on the west
Good.
side, so that adds like half an hour.
That's true. Yeah, where you are, it's 2 hours. Yeah.
They showed the Batman though. That's awesome.
Yeah, and same thing. And one time they did show Joker, but that was right at midnight. And the same thing, like, I want to
that's
see it,
late.
but that's just
Yeah.
like it's a lot between that, the drive back. Sometimes we just stay at the in-laws, but it's still, it's especially when you got to get there early. You're getting there at 11 p.m. and you're just kind of sitting around and stuff. And I definitely need the ZOAs for then, So
There he is, the Invisible Man. He's returned.
You try to
Powers
like
were
here
sneak
the whole
in like no
time.
one would notice. He just
Yeah.
comes in all
I didn't think there'd
cash.
be all these people here at this time.
you have to edit the video that he just appears just randomly.
Well, and he didn't even choose like a cool stock image of like a background or Taylor. So like
Look at,
you could
all that. Look at that. That's pretty good.
I
I
noticed
guess
your one frame is very not level, Taylor.
No.
Right behind your head. I
Well,
never see
both-
it because you're always right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. It is so not level.
Did
I
you do
also don't
that?
think I don't think his camera's level either. Like his camera looks like just a
maybe the camera.
little contorted, but that's okay.
Get the
Oh, no,
level
he's
out
gonna
and fix that right now. Yeah.
Now when he gets back, every time like no, a little more to that. no, that way.
a little bit, a little more this way.
That way.
He's unleveling it now.
Worse.
Not exactly, but you try to.
looks
Is that about
better.
level to you?
It looks
Close.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
level.
good enough, I guess.
All the audio listeners are just loving this part right now.
Oh yeah.
It's a visual show.
Hello, Chris. I see you joining us
Hello.
down there.
Hello,
Thank you for
hello.
joining. I'm glad you're
Yep.
here, not for a Mario Party one. It was good
There
to
you
have you
go.
there, but we'll be talking the whole time.
Well,
and stuff.
apparently Marvel Alliance is now GeekVerse on the Patreon. So.
Yeah, thank you to Patreon Tyler, because this is why I always say on Thursdays, because Marvel Alliance happens and I edit that, and then GeekVerse happens. This is why I always tell the guys, like, I don't want Thursdays because I already got to do Marvel Alliance, like focus on that. But yesterday I had to because it was my turn. It's just the editing thing, and everything went really smoothly because there's so many times where something has gone wrong and I got to fix it at 1 a.m. or something, and it had all gone smoothly. But then a patron Tyler messaged Kirklin and said, yeah, the Marvel Alliance episode is the GeekVerse episode. I was like, oh no. So
You're welcome.
yeah, so for a solid 8 hours, you got a free ad-free Marvel Alliance one on there and stuff like that. So, but yeah, how are you? Well, I was gonna say, Chris, I feel like you're gonna have just an easy weekend because you just got back from Hawaii, right?
Cancun.
Oh, Cancun, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you just
Yeah.
chilling out this
Well, I
weekend?
was just talking with Aaron, and I was like, this is why I enjoy having a day off in between vacation and going back to work, because just going straight back into work. It wasn't a bad week at work. It was just like nonstop. So I mean, we got like 4 or 5 weeks till the end of the year, so it gets a little crazy, but it's just like I'm completely zonked. So
That's always rough going back that first week.
yeah, and this was the first vacation we've had in 2 years without the kids, so we did absolutely nothing except pool, drink, eat.
That's
Nice.
how doing nothing is the best sometimes, man.
Simple life.
Like relax.
S-Bubs, you should transfer to be in Chris's school.
Yes, please.
That wouldn't be awkward at all.
Well, I can't. I can't ask. I won't ask Chris what Grady or anything. No, not too many personal things, but yes. But yeah. What anyone else got anything going on this weekend?
I
Exciting.
gotta ask Chris. Chris, how are we feeling about the Hurricanes?
Oh, the Carolina Hurricanes.
yeah.
I want
No, just Hurricanes in
you mean the
not gonna be
former
a good
Hartford,
year.
I should've
or as I used to call them, the Hartford Whalers. So
Got that Twister 2 on the brain.
Oh my god.
No, man, he's just some super villain that can create hurricanes. Like, how you feel about the hurricanes?
Just hits a button.
Man. It's
Chris's
just
whole
it's just
house
second
starts
nature.
shaking.
My sports mind, I didn't even think of.
I have
need to
no
transfer
opinion.
10 grand, or I'm gonna.
no opinions. What about Bryce
It's like,
Young?
well-
You're a Bryce Young guy.
My sports that I follow: NFL, NCAA basketball, and football, and that's about it. Like the amount of stuff I don't keep up on, that's the wonders of ESPN. So I'll be happy if the Hurricanes do well. That's I don't root against them, but I have no opinion.
Cut
And the
that out.
Panthers. What about the Panthers with Bryce Young?
The Panthers continue to break my heart every single year, but then again, I'm a born and raised Giants fan, so I'm used to that.
Okay, okay, I like
there
that.
you go.
I like that.
But I've got 3 Super Bowl rings, and Tom Brady got us, 2 of those. So, I'll take
Yeah,
that.
that's true. Yeah.
Bragging rights for life against Tom.
I just want the clip cut out of Chris of being like, I hope the Hurricanes do well, just for this, for Maddie's.
hope that-
Marvel Alliance host wishes ill will with Hurricanes. Yeah, I want to ask because I feel like we got a good mix here. Taylor brought it up.
Okay.
Because I feel like people have at least seen Twister. I don't know. I suppose you probably haven't seen Twister the
I
original.
haven't
right?
seen Twister.
So
I think I've been on the Twister ride that was at Universal.
I have too.
So-called
yeah.
ride.
yeah. You mean the experience?
Yeah. The walk through the Twister movie set walk through at Universal.
I feel like I went to one of those when I don't know if it was Twister, but it's one of those and you don't put it together like as a kid. You're like, man, they still got the set here. This is where they film. But yeah, that's all like at the end, do you sit at any part where they like put you in a Twister sort of ride or something like that?
There
Or
has
is
to
it
be
just-
a fake cow. Is there a fake cow?
I think the most you got in that one was like there was a part where there was like it was like I forget if it was like a house or like a gas station or something. And then there'd be like wind and then like stuff would fall down, there'd be like sparks. But you're just like standing like it's like that was like that's the place they turned into like the Halloween Horror Nights houses. It's just like a straight line.
Sounds like a place for you, Maddie.
I got more of an experience of Twister. I kept on saying, "Is this what Wizard of Oz is supposed to be?" Because that's all I'm getting from this.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
in
never.
Kansas, so I get the real Twister experience every couple of months.
Ooh, no.
I just like because who was announced? What's his? I don't know how you pronounce his last name.
Brandon Perea.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the guy from Nope and stuff. And again, like it's a very talented roster of people they've accumulated. I just don't know. I don't know anything, but I just don't know who's in these offices and these studios, and they pitch Twister 2, and they just like. I just don't understand why they think, yeah, this is what we should go with. I just don't see that movie doing well. Especially the only way I saw it doing well is originally the pitch was who's the main female lead in there?
Daisy Edgar. Oh, in the new one? Or
yeah,
the
Daisy
original
Edgar. Yeah,
one?
no, you're right. Daisy
okay.
Edgar. Yeah, she was supposedly at first going to be the daughter of the main characters, but now they've like cut out that storyline completely. So she's just like a Twister hurricane expert, just like the first one. I don't know. I will not see Twister 2. I don't care what they do. They have to cast me like Mads
That's
Mikkelsen
my
as
golden
the
geek
Twister.
pick that year, so that you have to watch it.
Well, it's kind of like when they originally pitched Beetlejuice 2 to Kevin Smith, is saying it was Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. It said, "Didn't we settle everything with the first Beetlejuice? Must we go tropical?"
Oh yeah, I know, but hey, we're getting that one.
I know now,
that,
but now
yeah.
it sounds like a hell of a better idea now that we got Ortega and Defoe. So
Yeah, Monica Bellucci as well too.
Mhm.
There's lots of good people in there.
But Travis, for Twister, okay, because I saw the original. I'm not a Twister fan. I mean, it was fine. It's not something I ever really
fan
go
of
back to.
hurricanes.
Big tornado.
Yeah,
guy.
big-
Put that
big
aside.
Hurricanes
like,
Yeah,
put
not
the
Twister.
original aside. Like what if the trailer comes and like it looks solid, and at that point, would you consider watching it? Because for me, it's like I don't even think of the original. It's just like the cast looks actually pretty decent. If the trailer looks good, I'll probably check it out. But like with no context of okay, like I love the original, I want to see like the sequel to that. It's more like an isolated thing, like its own thing that I'm looking at it as.
I guess like unlike you, I'm not a big fan of natural disasters, so I don't have any like.
Oh, not,
2012 is Maddie's favorite movie.
All about
I-
the
I
hurricanes,
actually-
baby.
Day
Top
after
10s of
tomorrow.
Day
I
After
actually hate
Tomorrow,
those movies. I
Volcano.
really don't.
So what's
Yeah.
what's the Rocks
Oh.
one? San Andreas.
Oh,
San
God.
Andreas. Yeah,
No,
Manny's a
no.
big fan of San
That's
Andreas.
not in
Big
my
Geostorm
filmography.
fan.
Geostorm, yeah, that's another one. No, I just don't think that I just have no interest in. I feel like I saw
the hurricane
Twister.
got him a second there, goes
Yeah,
glitching
that's
there.
with my Wi-Fi. That's what happens to Kirkland too. But like, I feel like I saw Twister because it was on TV, and it's just a thing that was like on TBS or something. But for me to actively go out of my way for 2 hours and pay to see the Twister, I have no interest in seeing people try to take down or save people from a Twister. I don't know. I think the only way it would be is I think they need to go the other round, go like really cheesy and over the top with it. But then that's just Sharknado, right? Like that, and I don't watch those movies either, so I don't
Why
know.
not,
Where-
Travis? They're so much
Where a
fun.
big
I saw the
hurricane
first
comes
one.
and eats another hurricane, a smaller one.
Hurricane V.
Yeah.
If we get Hurricane V Twister, then I'll be
Oh,
in
shit.
there.
Hurricane V Twister in space. They like
Yeah,
one up
exactly.
it.
You need the guy from Jaws that what was it Robert Shaw's character. You need him
yes.
in like Twister to sit back. What you need to do is to get into the Twister and
Yeah.
get to know it and get in there really deep.
Yeah, I don't know if not the best advice for
And
the
watch
Hurricane or
out.
Twister, but yeah,
Is that the plot of the first one? They just
The
they're
first
there
one was
like
to try to get
study
the
it,
balls inside. Yeah,
and
They're
they
trying to
get
track
caught
them.
Grazing.
outside.
yeah, great film.
Twister
I
the
love
first one.
Twister.
Yeah, I loved it.
So you're gonna be there for
Fun.
Twister
I
too?
liked it.
I don't know about that, but at the time,
there.
Twister was great. At the time, you have to put it in its time period because you didn't have all
Yeah.
these natural disaster films out back
That's
then.
true.
You know,
Yeah.
and the special effects were pretty decent. From what
You
I
had a
remember.
few. You had like you had Volcano, that was one, and Dante's Peak. Those were two. Has anyone seen both of those films?
Is that the one with
Yes.
Tommy
What
Lee?
Pierce? What
in it?
Pierce
Tommy
Brosnan?
Tommy
Lee
Lee's
Jones?
Volcano, and then
Okay.
Dante's Peak is Pierce Brosnan.
I've seen
so
Volcano, not
Yeah.
Dante's Peak.
I'm a fan. We got a big battle in our household because Emily's a Dante's Peak fan, but I'm a Volcano
Mhm.
fan.
You
What
got
a disaster.
you got that hot spring scene that's always infamous for Dante's Peak.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Travis, what about Day After Tomorrow? That's like probably my favorite natural
love
That's
Day
disaster
After
that's
movie.
Tomorrow.
04. That's 04. I'm trying to
Oh,
think of the
okay.
90s because, like what Carl said, I'm trying to think like you had
Yeah.
Twister, you had Volcano, Dante's Peak. I don't know what like I wouldn't count Independence Day as that, but it kind of is. Like it's an alien movie,
It's
but
a
it's
natural disaster, man.
What,
Yeah.
what about
You
Moonfall? Do you
can't-
count
yeah.
the moon crashing into the earth
Yeah.
as a
Oh,
natural
I forgot about
disaster?
that movie.
Armageddon Deep Impact.
Yeah, Armageddon
that's the
Deep
volcano.
Impact,
Oh
and,
yeah,
uh,
Deep Impact. Yeah.
yeah, those ones count for sure. Yeah, Moonfall was oh god, that was
I didn't- I
Have
didn't
you guys
see
seen
Moonfall.
Moonfall?
I
I
watched
saw the
that
trailer
just-
and therefore I saw the movie.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
literally, Chris.
I watched that just to keep up with S-Bubs last year. I put it
Oh,
on.
man.
That's one even for that I wouldn't watch. I'm like I'm not watching Moonfall.
I was
for
running
that.
out of movies and it was on Prime. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, Halle Berry's in this thing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like Academy Award winner.
I'd
Is it Moonfall?
I mean, she
Is it
was
the-
also in
yeah.
Catwoman, so let's not.
That's true. Yeah.
I'd put
Is it Moonfall the thing that like? Is it the moon? It doesn't end up being that the moon is like an AI or something.
Yeah, it's like an alien AI thing.
What?
Oh yeah, it's just
That
a
movie's
wild.
There was
movie. It's
humanity
wild.
like eons
good
and
time.
eons ago, and they created artificial intelligence, and
Yeah.
then the AI became self-aware and went against them, and so humanity like colonized.
So it's a
the
sequel to
stars.
65.
Exactly.
yeah, like
Yeah.
actually.
So wait a minute. The intelligence that used to be here created a better AI, and all we did with AI is create ChatGPT.
Well, the intelligence
Yeah.
that was never like they went to Earth that was far out of reach from the AI, and the AI is trying to like go across the universe and find the remnants of humanity and execute them. But the moon was
Yeah.
created as there were several moons that were made as like hubs that could create the planet Earth, and they had like ships and spaceships and.
You remember this movie way
this
too
is
well.
way too much lore
all right,
for
I'm
what
seeing.
that movie
I'm
had,
definitely
like,
seeing
needed.
Transformers: Rise of the Beast over that. I'm definitely seeing.
Yeah.
That's my choice.
How many times have you seen that movie, Taylor? That's
Just
you
the one
rattled it off.
time, but I mean,
Oh, I've
you,
seen it
really
one
took
time.
it
you
in.
put spaceships in there and stuff that I'm
He's in his
all
bag.
for it.
My son really loves that movie. I've seen it like 12 times.
See, I would, yeah,
Whoa.
that would make sense. I guess I'm surprised he survived though, because like the first like 10 minutes, big action set piece, but then the next 25 to half an hour, it's so much political stuff. I'm surprised, like, because how old is he, April?
He is 11.
Okay, so maybe he's not too young. He can
Yeah.
start to watch some of that stuff and maybe appreciate. But yeah, just even myself as an adult, it's just like it's so weird. They treat it in such a serious political way, and then yeah, when the big reveal is like, yeah, it's AI and alien type stuff, it's like, oh, why did we spend even 25 minutes trying to make this realistic? Like, just go all out crazy and cheesy. But yeah, it's.
Do we get aliens? Are there aliens, actual aliens in it?
They fight like CGI moving
Metal
stuff.
AI
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah,
or like a
so-
robot.
Yeah, it's like something.
The AI
is-
is like nanotech. If you can imagine nanotech.
Yeah.
in a way
There
it
you go.
moves.
Yeah,
They
it's
look
like
like,
they're fighting.
It's like the robots from like Big Hero 6. That's what they're
Yeah,
like
it
fighting.
does look a lot like that.
That's
yeah.
that's like
Just-
the generic like movie nanotech, where it's like the black, just
Yeah.
like dots that like float
Gray
around.
generic
Yeah.
aliens that don't cost that much to animate because you can just make a big ball of like moving stuff. It's like, look at it there. And yeah, no.
not selling me anymore on this movie.
No, don't watch it. It's not.
No,
it's
Let's
not
do it,
worth
Maddie. Let's watch it
It's a
together.
good time.
Yeah. Next GB
Come
movie
on,
night.
next watch
Yeah.
along.
After Batman 89, we're gonna put on Moonfall.
That-
What
that's
a
the
fuck.
next per-
Batman
that-
89 Moonfall.
Yeah, we're gonna do a double feature of Batman 89 and Moonfall. no semblance. Did they announce there was a Moonfall 2, or am I misremembering?
God,
I think
put it down.
I think
Pushing
Moonfall is like a
forward.
huge
I hope so.
bomb.
Oh, is it a bomb? Okay, because
And yeah,
And it was something
Moonfall
crazy.
2,
It
The
was like
Revenge.
it was like I forget how it was, but it was like there's something like came out about. I don't remember if it was like funded by like Roland Emmerich himself, like he paid for it
I
himself.
think so. Yeah,
But
something
it
like
was also
that.
like he was
Oh
like
my
it was
God.
also like a like produced by China. Because there's like one of the because there's something like one of
God.
the actresses who's in it is like a Chinese
Mhm.
like singer or something, and like the scene she's in were like shot in China because she can't leave or something like that. It's like something crazy
Oh,
like that.
It bugs me that Roland did the Moonfall instead of Independence Day 3. I need that
What do you mean
continuation.
it bugs you? I don't think he had a choice.
Oh, well, you always have a choice.
No, you don't. You,
No.
can
They
you
don't
pull?
hire you for it.
Yeah, they have to make the movie. Taylor, look up put Independence Day 2. What was the subtitle for that? Was there a subtitle?
Resurgence or something like
Yeah.
that.
Fuck, that's a good word.
No,
That's
it's
a
not.
top tier word.
Anytime you see a word like that, you know, oh, we're in trouble. Look up the box office and budget,
We're
Taylor.
in
'cause
Definitely did not do well.
I
I
feel
didn't
like
even
That's
do that
definitely
one
like a
either.
200 mil movie or something.
Yeah, and I feel like it made like 315 or something like that. Like I feel like it just barely broke even, which means it probably lost money. Because I just feel like, and that was another film they were trying to push Liam Hemsworth. Remember as a leading guy, and
Yeah.
they're gonna try again with Witcher, and it's gonna go. I promise you, we're gonna get the Henry Cavill season. We're gonna get Liam Hemsworth. I guess I can't promise. I won't throw Travis told you, but I could see after season 4 Witcher that they just cancel it. Like they'll do it on Liam, the viewership drops, and they'll just be like, you know what?
Do you
we're
think
not
they
gonna-
cancel it before the season ends?
No, I don't think they'll do
No,
that.
they won't do that.
No, because
that would be
film the whole thing.
that'd be
It's
extra
Netflix.
shade to Liam, like right, like Swamp Thing it just right the day it drops. Like, yeah, we're canceling.
Liam, on the red carpet. How do you feel about killing the Witcher franchise?
Yeah. Oh, mate, I don't know. Yeah, we got those
He's gonna
stats.
he'll join
But-
Extraction 3. That's
Yeah,
what they need to
Extraction
put him
3.
in.
Yeah, I'm surprised him and Chris haven't done anything together yet. Chris is like, he just knows he's box office poison, so he's like, I can't do anything with you, Liam. I'm sorry. I can't be associated.
But it's Netflix. It's Netflix. You're still gonna kill it.
You are. Yeah, I like Liam enough, but I've never felt the need to go have to watch him in anything. You know, like I haven't had that pull yet. I don't know what he could do to change my mind like that. I don't know. I think he has to do like Hemsworth when Hemsworth did like Bad Times at the El Royale, and even when he did Ghostbusters 2016, which I didn't love, but he was great in that. Like I liked him in
Yeah,
Thor,
this
but
is
he started doing some like different type of roles where it's like, okay, he's not just like the good looking, like I'm the lead, you know? So, and I think that's all Liam has done. Like Hunger Games, Independence Day, I don't know, and Witcher's not going to be that. Like, I don't think he's going to do good at Geralt, and I don't know what else he's even been
Yeah,
in.
I'm trying to think of like a Liam Hemsworth role that's like I'm sure he's like probably in like movies I've seen, but I just like don't remember
He's living
him.
in
Twister
shadow of
2,
his brother.
Resurgence. Kind of, well, and
I'm gonna look it up.
he auditioned for Thor as well. Remember that was he beat out him. But
Ooh,
Taylor, you got
that's-
the stats?
I got the stats. So
Okay, what's the stat?
its budget was 165 million, and
Okay.
it made 389.7 million. So it had a profit of 224.7
you
million.
you got to double it. Remember, because advertising.
But that's definitely double. 389 is definitely double 165.
380, just barely though.
Oh yeah, so there's some profit.
A little
There-
over, a little over.
Yeah, a little over. Like it made money, but not enough to. I feel like it's one of those profits that's like, we're lucky. Let's not try this
They
again.
broke even, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's just one of those
barely.
scenarios that just crushes me because like Pacific Rim Uprising, where it's like, no, we're taking the fight to them. It's like, damn, I want to see that fight. I'm never gonna get it.
They're still getting ready, you know.
Okay, I'm looking at some of Liam Hemsworth
What's he been up
other
to?
roles. So he's in The Expendables 2,
Oh right, yeah. When he was part of the
he's
young
in
crew, yeah.
Empire State with The Rock. This is
What's
like a
that?
straight to DVD. See from the poster, this seems to be a straight to DVD movie.
Plays like a cop. Yeah, I think I.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
poster.
look this up. Empire is Emma Roberts in
Yeah,
that?
she's also in it.
Okay. I think I remember that now. Empire. What year was that?
2013. This is after Expendables 2.
How did The Rock have a straight to DVD movie?
I feel like this is one of those movies that has to be. I think I'm not sure if it's this one, but I think this is one that was like filmed years before and like
Yeah,
released like way later.
straight to DVD, 2013
He
September.
was in Most Dangerous Game for Quibi's flagship movie.
Oh right, Quibi. I forgot about
Quibi.
Quibi. Yeah, that was such a stupid streaming service. I don't even know why they tried. God, yeah. Not. What's
And
his other than Witcher? What's like upcoming for him? Is he in anything like?
In terms of movies,
Hunger Games was the
he
peak for
has
him, eh?
Land of Bad releasing 2023.
Land of
Apparently
Bad.
he's in it.
The Liam Hemsworth story, Land of Bad.
It's a movie with Russell Crowe
Oh.
about like an Air Force drone pilot, is what it says.
Russell Crowe's not up to good things nowadays. This is coming from somebody that liked Pope Exorcist. No, I liked it. I liked the
Oh,
movie quite a bit.
Is
But
it good? Is it scary?
Yes, it's good.
no, it's not scary, Carl. I would say.
Right. Okay.
But the kid is really good.
Well, if he's saying it's not scary, it's definitely not scary.
But the kid is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I like again the stuff I said this in the Discord. The stuff they make this kid say, I could not believe.
Yeah, that was nuts.
It was like
People-
X-rated stuff they're having this kid say, and I was like, "Jeez, Louise!" It'd be like to me if you take out Kurt Russell and like the accent when he's doing. If you just make it serious to put anybody in there, it'd be a forgettable movie. But because Kurt Russell's in there, it's good. I never saw. I feel like April, you must have. Did you ever see that movie he did where it came out? It was the first movie back in theaters of COVID. He was he was driving and he gets really mad or something.
The road
And-
rage movie.
Yeah, the road, and it was like
Oh,
One
yeah.
Bad Day. It was like Michael
Unhinged.
Douglas's.
Is it
Just a few
Unhinged?
days ago, I saw someone like reference the ending of that, and I don't know like if it's
Oh, that
even
was
true
wild,
because I don't
yeah.
know. I haven't seen it.
The ending was wild too.
Yeah. Oh, what was that?
What was
movie
it? The
called,
modern day
man?
update of Falling
Unhinged?
Down.
It was Falling Down. Yeah, that's the movie. Yeah,
Okay.
it was like that, but it was just Russell Crowe doing it.
I think
and-
it's
Oh, okay.
Unhinged Travis. I think I'm not sure.
That sounds about right though. But
Yeah,
yeah, I remember
something like
because
that.
they're like, we're the first movie back in theaters for COVID. But this was still like
Choose
In that-
between that or War on Grandma.
this was still like in the height of like theaters are like really shut down and people can't go out. But Unhinged was like, no, we're gonna put it out there and see what happens, and it just ate it. But yeah, I remember because there's just lots of shots of Kurt Russell, like why did
I
keep saying
remember
Kurt
like
Russell?
the seeing the trailer for it or something. Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
that's the Kurt or yeah the Russell
It's
Crowe
just like-
truck movie.
Yeah, just, like it was always a shot. It had like a blue tone filter
Yeah.
on it, and it was just always shots of him like looking
just-
mad.
Just sweaty in the gyro seat, like
Yeah.
staring at them.
So I don't know what he's up to nowadays between those two and Thor: Love and Thunder with that role. Like, and I don't hate as much as the other people, but Russell Crowe, and I guess he doesn't care.
He's
made
having a
his
good
money.
time. He's
Yeah,
a
he-
little-
Craven, we'll
that's
get him in
uh,
Craven too.
That's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, he's in. Oh my God, he's in Craven.
That's gonna
right?
be fun. That's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
I'm
fun.
excited.
Choices this man's making.
It's a new
is-
accent. A new
Whatever you want.
accent.
Craven Senior.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think
He's
he's gonna be the
Craven's
villain.
dad.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think they're
that's
gonna do.
right.
I think they're gonna do. It's gonna be Iron Man 1, where there's gonna be like a villain, but he's like the Obadiah Stane role, where
I
he's
bet
the
he's
one
gonna
behind it the whole
he's gonna be
time.
the one with like the coat and everything the whole movie, and it's
Oh,
gonna end with
no.
him killing him, and the movie's gonna end with him putting the coat on.
Yeah, I have to
And
read
then
his
it's just
jacket.
and then it's like I don't know. They ask what his name is, and he says like I'm Craven. That's the last line of the
Craven the
movie.
Hunter.
Then we go into Craven by
Oh,
Eminem.
my
Oh, no, yeah,
God.
he'll say
Craven, more
Craven.
Craven.
Yeah, they'll be like Craven and be like just Craven, and then he'll turn around, and that's when they cut, and then you get the title
Hunter.
sequence. Yeah, Craven the Hunter.
No,
Like, it's-
and that's
Or they
where you
don't call
put
him
in.
Craven the whole movie. They call him the Hunter the whole movie, and at the end he says I'm Craven. I'm
And that's when you
calling it
put
now.
in-
That's my prediction.
No, and that's when you splice in the whole like Linkin Park, like
Oh, yeah.
from
Yeah.
Transformers. That's when you splice that in. That's perfect. There we go. We
Yeah.
just made a TikTok.
And I feel, oh man, yeah, I don't know. I know they made Radar and there's some excitement there, but that movie's gonna. I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, that's exactly the plot line, that he's gonna die and him as the villain there. I especially too, he's gonna. They've talked about how Rhino takes like transformative like liquids. He's gonna take some liquids and he's gonna turn into like his like Dr. Jekyll Hyde role from the Monsters universe, and he's just gonna be like all powered up. And he's gonna have like CGI around him and
Come
stuff.
on, the CinemaCon description sounded fun. It's gonna be. I mean, I don't have high hopes for it either,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be fun. I feel like
And then what?
I hope I
and what-
laugh.
what-
Like
I
actually,
hope, yeah,
genuinely
I have
laugh.
high hopes that it'll be a wonderful disaster.
That's
I don't want to be
yeah.
there and just like mad that I'm there, not laughing at any of the jokes,
No.
just looking at my watch. I don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
have a
that
couple
experience.
drinks at the theater
Yeah.
with everybody
There you go.
else.
We
and
had
it'll
that.
be a good time.
There you go.
Just like Morbius.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
gonna see April's letterbox to be 5 out of 5 for Craven. Like, oh man, what happened with Craven? And that's
yeah.
why.
A couple days later, I'll see it sober and it'll go back down.
Yeah, I feel like that's a movie your son might like, and then you're gonna see like 10 to 15
Probably.
12 more
times.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like that has that. I feel like that does, at least from the description, have a bit more venomness to it. Where Morbius, like I like gave it like it was like fine, but I feel like this could have that really early 2000s like Venom, like, oh, you can have some enjoyment and a good time out of it. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, there was a quote. I don't know how it happened, but it's because Guardians was coming out, and there was this quote. It was like a fun fact about Morbius, that before Matt Smith took the role of Morbius, he like called Karen Gillan, because they had the Doctor Who connection, and asked like how her experience was with Marvel, and she's like, "Oh, it's fantastic! Like I love these films. I was doing it." And then he agreed to do Morbius, but again, because I think half these actors do not know. Because again, it's same thing. Sydney Sweeney gave some quote. And I was like,
I remember that.
yeah, it's like she made it quote, like it made it sound like she was in the MCU. It's like, I don't think you know what Marvel you're joining. So I think half these actors, they just see Marvel and like, yeah, sure. So
What did she say?
Hey,
Travis?
you
remember?
respect Madam Web. That is the blueprint. So.
Sydney Sweeney was just like, oh, I've been watching these like Marvel films for years, and I love the universe they create, and I can't wait to get into
Venom 2, Morbius.
Way
Yeah.
to work with Feige.
But yeah, she said it in a way where it's like she talked about like it was this grand universe. At the point, this was only the 2 Venom movies, so it's
Yeah.
like you're definitely not talking about the Sonyverse. Like there's no way you're talking about it, but they don't care. They're just like, yeah, Marvel, sure, sign me up.
It's like the
Matt Smith
Princess.
was the best part of Morbius.
He was, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that whole dancing scene. That is.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime that GIF comes up, I have to
Oh, it's
stop
the
and just
best.
watch it.
Yeah, it's the best.
But I mean, like she keeps saying, like it's like the Princess Bride thing. You keep saying this word Marvel. I don't think this word means what you think it does.
No, exactly. And that I'm interested about that. I am excited. I'm always intrigued about the Sony stuff, but then I usually end up angry at the end once the credits hit. But maybe it'll be other than Spider-Verse, of course. That's gonna be great in a month. I have high hopes for that and stuff. But
Can't wait.
yeah.
Which
Oh,
theater
sorry,
are you
that's
seeing it
it.
at?
Pardon me, Carl?
No, it's just I didn't realize it was like that soon.
Yeah, it's less than a
Yeah.
month now. It's
Oh,
June
happy days.
2nd, 1st, or whatever. So yeah, I'm excited.
Which
to
theater?
go.
Yeah, Travis. Are you seeing it?
I'm
with
going
me?
to the Vernon one because they have it
Vernon.
early, so me and the kids can go see. They have like 4:30 showings, where
okay.
here
Nice.
the earliest was 7 p.m. and it's like we can still do that, but then bedtime's a disaster.
6:30 over here.
Yeah, you're kind of screwing us because it's like a 2.5 hour movie.
How am I screwing
I
you?
think it's one of the like
not like
we're gonna be
longest
starting at 10 or
animated
fucking-
movies or something like that.
Yeah. I wonder what is the longest anime movie, but yeah, it's like 2.5. So now with it being 2.5 hours with previews and everything, that's half an hour. So yeah, we're gonna be starting the review at like 10 p.m. So get ready, Kirkland. Gonna be a late night
Yeah.
for you.
Can't wait. Best review
Bring
yet.
it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what else is anybody? Because we have Guardians out, and then we have. Oh, I guess we should talk about. We got to talk about Fast. Because is anyone seen Hypnotic this weekend? The
Never
Ben
heard of it.
Affleck
Fine.
one?
You know,
No.
I'm doing my whole Robert Rodriguez thing. I'm
Right.
not saying hypnotic.
No.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting until
That-
I'm waiting. I think maybe there's like I'd rather see like Blackberry. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like Blackberry looks good, but I'm saying like I'd rather watch something that I know is probably
That's
gonna
the
be good.
Charlie
than,
Day
like-
movie, isn't it?
I mean,
No.
after Robert Rodriguez, now like after, in the 2010s, I was like, I don't get why people say he's bad. I'm liking these movies. And, well, I said my Alita Battle Angel thoughts, and now I'm just like, I don't know if he's got it anymore.
Hey, man,
and
when's
his
that
next
sequel coming?
movies, his next movies that I see on my list are like, it's like the We Could Be Heroes, Book
Oh,
of Boba Fett.
yeah.
I'm like,
No.
this is going downhill.
Yeah.
Look at
he's-
Boba Fett. That's his like that's his top of the cream right there.
Oh yeah, that's what when I think of Robert Rodriguez, I think of
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett. No,
Boy,
I always.
Hypnotic is theaters. It's in
Yeah.
theaters only. When
Yeah.
I saw the
I
trailer,
read a review today of Hypnotic that was like, or like someone asked like, Like there was a tweet that said like Robert Rodriguez is gonna be the one to make the first AI generated movie, and then someone replied with a review of Hypnotic today. That's like that said something like this feels like the first AI written movie.
Oh,
That
no.
there's like an Inception put into Chat GPT and you get Hypnotic.
Yeah, no, it's on theaters, man. It released today, so I don't know.
It's gonna be on like VOD in like
that's our
100%.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a streaming
Give it a
one.
week and a half. It's gonna be on VOD. Like I guess the idea, I don't know when you could release that really, because I feel like that's the tough thing about with superhero stuff. It's not just Guardians. I just feel like other than John Wick, you have to be really special. And you got some stuff like a Bullet Train that comes out and like other action stuff. I feel like there's so many movies that the action movies get hurt because it's kind of like the superhero genre now. Like that's they've taken over the action stuff. So like other than John Wick and Bullet Train made money, what else is like? What's an action movie that's come out recently, like in theatrical, that's done really well? And I don't know
John
if there
Wick.
has been one. I said other than John Wick, Kirkland. That you
Nothing
just
recently. Nothing as of
I
recently.
can't think of anything.
You looked at the question, went right over the head, you know. But yeah, and that's the thing where it's just like I don't know. I feel like unless Hypnotic got just masterful reviews, I think it doesn't matter when you release it. It's just probably not going to do the greatest nowadays. You know, like I don't care if it's fall, spring, summer, winter. It's just I don't think people are going to go pay to see Hypnotic. You know, and like I just wouldn't just because there's just so many movies coming out. Because after next week, you got like it's Fast, and then it's Little Mermaid, which we might see, and then it's Spider-Verse, The Flash, and then it's what else? Indiana Jones and
Yep,
stuff like that. There's
Transformers.
Boogeyman, which I want to hopefully try and see. Like there's
Transformers,
so-
Travis. you forget
Apparently,
one.
I'm not
Boogeyman
seeing
is like
Transformers.
really good.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Transformers, and apparently by that tracking, I'm not the only one that's choosing not to see it.
Now,
'cause,
now
man,
should Transformers release their post-credit scene like early, just like Umberto did this week, like a few hours ago? You know, just to drive seats to that movie.
Haley Steinfeld's in the post-credit scene.
Oh yeah, with like a mission, like I gotta recruit you to the transfer. We're going to Cybertron. That's what's gonna happen, Taylor.
We
They're
talked
gonna
to you about
They're
the
gonna do the
Transformers
Cybertron movie,
initiative.
but with the humans. It's gonna be
Yeah.
all about the humans
Oh
on
my
Cybertron.
No, I think it'll be worse for
Oh,
Taylor. They're
please.
gonna tease that the next. It'll be like Transformers Cybertron, like coming next,
It'll get
and we won't get that
canceled.
movie. Yeah,
That would bother me,
Cinnamon
but like
Grim all over it
we're
Yeah.
good there because like we got Cybertron. The thing that bothered me was we got Unicron in Transformers 5 at the very end, and then that that never happened. But thankfully we got the spiritual successor here where Unicron is like one of the main baddies. So I'm totally happy with that, and
Okay.
I feel like I've been spoiled. I was telling you in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
I was not expecting more movies after 3, and now the fact that we got like 4
Bumblebee was
other
the
Yeah,
best
there's
one.
a lot.
Yeah.
There is a
of them.
lot, so I'm just
'Cause
happy
what, you-
where we are now.
You got
You
2
know-
more Bay ones, right? You got 4 and 5. There was a 6, right?
5 Bay ones. There was no 6. The 6th
No,
one
that's what I
was
mean, but
scrapped for
after
Bumblebee.
After 3, you got 4 and 5 with Bay, and then you got
Yeah.
Bumblebee, and now you got this. So yeah, you did get 4. So you know, and they're making a couple animated movies again too. They've said so.
You know what they seem to keep on forgetting outside of Bumblebee, where Haley Steinfeld actually did a good job as the human in there. Like
Mhm.
every
yeah.
other one, they seem to forget. Like the humans are the worst part of the movie. We just want to see the robots kick the crud out of each other. I mean, can
Yeah.
we just do that? You know, the cartoons seem to get it right for the most part.
And I guess you had like her like little. There was like a romance interest there, but I feel like he wasn't in the movie too much, so it was mostly
Yeah.
just Haley. Where with Shia, you had Shia and Fox, but then you had so many other human characters always bounce
Yeah.
around, like John Turturro, or isn't Tyrese in those movies too?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I blanked that. I saw the first one. I blanked everything out of my mind. There's Patrick Dempsey's in there.
I
there's
think
all
I've
the-
only
Rush to
actually seen like in full
to-
like the first Transformers movie.
Yeah.
That's all you need to
I
see.
See,
That's-
see
yeah,
the second
Carl's
one, and
right.
you lived through the first writer's strike.
think.
Oh yeah.
I have seen Quantum of Solace.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well,
Yep.
well, there you go, Tay. At least enjoy it because I think this will be the last one for a little bit. I'm just surprised it's gonna be like the tracking is so low, like 30 to 40 million. That, like I said,
I
that's
mean,
just
I don't really see
numbers.
like hype for it. Like,
No.
it's like the only hype I see are like die-hard Transformers fans.
Yeah.
And then
They're
like
not doing a
that's
very
it.
good job of advertising towards children who I think would like it, like my son's age, who don't really know what Transformers is. But also, I have seen that trailer in front of everything for the last like
Yeah.
3 months, and now I just get up and go to the bathroom every time it starts because I just can't sit through it anymore.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
feel like recently
Everything.
there hasn't been that many trailers that I like see for like every single movie. Like the last one I
Transformers.
remembered that was just there like constantly was like Bullet Train, and then
Bullet
before
Train.
that was Morbius. Like Bullet
Yeah.
Train was
Top
every
Gun.
single movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say Top Gun. That
Yeah,
one was
Top Gun.
on everything.
But like the
Top
Transformers
Gun didn't
trailer,
annoy me though, at least.
yeah, played in
Yeah,
front
I
of Bo is Afraid. Like
What
This
played
is
in front of
not-
Bo's Afraid?
the Transformers trailer. I thought
That's
that was
a-
the
That's a
one
great
movie.
audience for
Really?
it.
the one movie I was gonna get away
Really?
from it.
Definitely the different audience. I
I know
guarantee-
someone who saw Blackberry and they said the Transformers one played before it as well.
Everything. It plays in
Just-
front of everything.
it's
Kids
not the
movies,
right-
adult movies, A24 movies. Just throw it in front of everything.
Yeah, I always love seeing the A24 movies and seeing what previews I get. Because I feel like I don't know what it was. It wasn't Morbius, but it was something like that where it's like, this is not the correct audience for it. I think it was even maybe Spider-Verse, which is like, okay, like it makes sense. Like I guess like it's like more acclaimed animated stuff, but it's like this is the time where you show these other smaller films. People might go like, oh yeah, I'll see this, but not these big budget ones and stuff. But
I remember Shay and I went to see I can't remember what it was now. It was not like a Disney movie, but like almost that type of movie where it's like families could go see it. And I got an Us trailer for it. And like like I don't know, it's a freaky trailer, but like also like there was like families in there. I'm like, this is really, really dark. Like who the
Oh,
hell
it's about a
chose this type of
family,
stuff?
so it's close.
Yeah, I wish I
Yeah,
could remember what
exactly.
movie it was, but it was definitely like I guess it could have been PG-13, but in my mind it felt like a PG movie.
yeah.
It could have been like the Green Band trailer. I forget what movie I saw that was like earlier this year. They played like the Evil Dead Rise trailer, but it was like like the Green Band. It was
Green
like
Band, yeah.
like the
Before
edited
Mario.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still pretty creepy, but
No
yeah.
Oh
kidding.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I mean,
that-
and
Barely
it's like
watched that
not
the
that
other
much
night.
different. It's like I think the only thing that's not is like it's just like they took the trailer and the scene trailer's like graphic violence. They either just like zoomed it in or just like moved the camera. Like the scalping is just like they just like move the camera slightly up. You just see their hand, but you don't see anything that's going on.
Still, just like the mum alone is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give kids a nightmare. I feel
That
like.
was a great film. I loved it.
Yeah, you like
Like
that one?
it?
Because I feel
Yeah,
like
I
lately
loved
horror
it.
movies you've been seeing
Not as
have
scary as
been-
Hereditary though, Carl.
Hereditary. Oh Jesus. Yeah, there was more scares in the first 5 minutes of Evil Dead Rise than there was in the whole Hereditary.
Carl, watch
That
Bo
was
is
scary.
Afraid. I need your thoughts on Bo is Afraid.
No, don't watch that, Carl.
What is it?
I can't
Yeah.
recommend that to you. I can, but like, it's the same guy that did Hereditary. But if you didn't like Hereditary, I don't think you're gonna like Bo is Afraid. Like
I
you might like the
absolutely
first
do not need
hour.
Carl's thoughts on Bo is Afraid. No offense, Carl.
Right, I'm gonna add this to my list.
Oh
Yeah, there you
no!
go.
Go into my list, and you will hear my rant.
I
There
just
you
feel
go.
like
I
you're
love
gonna
you,
be
Carl.
hour and a half into it, and you're just gonna be so pissed off. You're like, what am I watching here?
But maybe not, because I mean, Hereditary.
Well,
it's
maybe
not-
not
Carl.
because nobody's building it up, so it might be okay.
That's
but the fact
true.
that everybody was saying Hereditary was the scariest film ever
but
made.
this- yeah, it's not,
Okay,
this isn't
I
that,
think
this
you
it
could
is.
go back. I don't. Okay, maybe I'm wrong because Kirklin just said it, but I don't recall anyone else on the panel saying it's the scariest film ever
No.
made. I'll never say about Hereditary. I don't even know if I
Yeah.
have. Like, I'd have to think hard about what's the
It's
scariest.
The Descent.
Descent's a really good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
that's
one.
definitely one. The other one I put up there because like I know it's so low tier, but honestly, is still for me might be The Strangers because
I
of,
was
like,
gonna say that.
how
Yeah.
realistic
Fair,
it is.
yeah.
Like with all these other movies, it's
Yeah.
monsters and vampires. That one of just this home invasion. I suppose you've seen Strangers yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh man.
We're gonna build it up, but like, cause it came out in, I think 06, and it was like this movie, like everyone's like, okay, like it's just some slasher with Liv Tyler, like whatever. But once you got into it, the way like they definitely perfected. There's so many movies now that do the hey, there's a killer back there, but there's no music played, like they're just standing back there. And Strangers
Yeah.
was like that really started like other movies that did it, but this was the master of oh, there's something back there, and I don't know what it, and then they move, and you're like, oh fuck, that's the killer, but there's no loud music. It's not like he runs at Liv Tyler. It's just like a lot of build up, and I think it kind of goes down a little bit because the third act gets a little more like action heavy, like you got to escape
Yeah.
the killers and stuff.
the
But
chase and
that
stuff.
initial, like I'd say, first two acts of it's just a couple having a vacation alone in the cabin, and these people show up, like the fucking knocking at the door, and just like is
Mhm.
Charlie there? Like, oh my god, I got goosebumps now because it is this thing
Yeah.
of like it could just happen to you. It's
Well,
one of
that's
these things.
exactly it. That's what's
Yeah.
the scary. That's the kind of horror that scares me the most. Like the
Yeah,
other stuff
those are like
I
the
could
scariest
watch,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
when
just
it's
like
so
this
out
stuff.
there, when it's so out there in the wild, it's like when it's really like when it's stuff that could happen to you, it's fucking freaky, man.
See,
That's the creepy thing.
for me, that was Signs because man, when that
Oh,
that
I love Signs.
Oh, when
Signs
he's-
is far
he's in
scary
the
than
Oh,
closet.
Hereditary.
that the first time the alien walks on screen, yeah, that's
Oh,
freaky.
At the birthday party.
when he's watching at the
Scream
birthday
like a
party.
little girl. I watched
Fuck,
that.
I'm out. That's just.
I think
scary
for
shit.
I think that still counts because I think for Taylor that he does feel like something like that could happen to him.
Oh yeah.
At his birthday party. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No, you got Mel Gibson walk around the
He's waiting
cornfield.
every year.
He's like,
Swing away, swing away.
he's out in the cornfield, like
Swing away.
Wolfric Brothers, I got a gun, whatever. He's just mumbling around. Then you see the leg just casually step into the. Oh shit.
Scary
brings
no,
movie
but
tears
see,
to my eyes.
ruined
see,
that
that
for
made
me,
Nope
though.
even scarier
Scary Movie
because
3 is
It
so
ruins
good.
it ruins so much for me. Those movies.
When they
fuck
keep
yeah.
re-rolling the footage, oh, let's see that again. Okay, go back again. Let's see it.
So
It's like a
good,
dog
man.
peeing
It's
and like
so
yeah.
good.
no, that one
It's
made
so
that one
good.
made that scene in Nope a little bit scarier for me was the barnyard scene because I was like, oh, he did a real good job selling that until the reveal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
they do a good job until like the very last second. You don't really see the full alien because once you see it, you're like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? It's
I
really
know, yeah.
small.
That,
It
that was
doesn't-
like that was such a good theater because that was like
Yeah.
that was the moment where like when Daniel Kaluuya says no, literally my audience, like almost everyone out loud said nope at the exact same time. It was just like such a good moment because
That-
it's just like it's like that exact moment like when it's like the alien is just like right around the corner. You just know like that's when like you think like oh that's when I'd be gone and that's like what the
Yeah.
character does. Just like such a perfect moment.
When that light turns off and you see like all three of them like lean
yeah,
out.
they start like coming out.
yeah. Shit.
My wife got like 10, 15 seconds into that trailer and she's like, nope, not seeing it. And then I said, nothing's happened. It's like, nope, sorry, not doing it. I said, you're saying nope to basically the Stevie Wonder mix at that point? Is that what you're saying?
Who knows if we'll get a
What else
sequel?
was it? A sequel to
A
Nope.
sequel to Nope. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Nope.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Probably
say
not.
sequel.
The Jean Jacket trilogy.
Jean Jacket trilogy. I
He's
think
back. And
pair
he's
it off.
mad.
Pair it off with like Twister 2. You know, get Jean Jacket in there.
No, that would be an
Oh,
an
yeah.
awesome thing. Jean Jacket versus the Twister. Yeah.
Yeah, versus Hurricane, it's like a three-way. It's like in
Throw the
space.
Sharknado in there too.
Yeah, and yeah, Sharknado for sure.
Oh,
Bring
I'm
in
gonna
Tarantula
touch
Lanch
those.
too while you're at
Yeah.
it.
Tarantula.
Yeah,
Is that an
Legged
actual movie?
Freaks.
Yes.
No,
The
I just
eight-legged
made that up.
freaks, yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's a real
It's a
movie.
movie,
I
really?
think, I think so.
I
pretty
gotta look
sure
it
it
up.
is.
I gotta look it up.
How do you tarantula lash? I don't even know. That's a fucking
Tarant?
spelling bee
Spelling
word
bee
that I
question,
do
yeah.
not know.
That's the first
And-
one I'm throwing to Taylor in the spelling bee. Spell
Tarantula.
tarantulanch.
Use it in a sentence. Chris Balga's favorite movie, Trillian.
It'd be like TARANCHALANCHE. That's how I think it would be.
See, and this is the other one
Too
because
many C's in there.
yeah, probably. There's probably some silent letters in there,
Oh.
but I feel like this is
There's
honestly
a 1955 movie named Tarantula.
well, the sequel, Tarantulanch. It's an
Never mind then.
avalanche of them.
I thought I remember like the cover, just like
Yeah, there's
an
definitely
avalanche
something
and like
similar.
tarantulas in it. But
I remember the cover eight-legged freaks across it, just like
holy
David
fuck,
Arquette
that
being like,
movie.
and then
Ugh.
just all these spiders and everything. But yeah, and I feel like the one that always gets the crown because I was trying to see if anyone else, but The Exorcist is always what comes up, and I
Oh,
have to
yeah.
rewatch it because like it is scary, but I don't know if it was like the scariest for me. But I that's always I feel like in every list when you search it up, it's like The Exorcist. Even Rotten Tomatoes, I have this like the first one is like Exorcist and stuff like that. No, number 2 is Hereditary for you there, Carl. So
Oh.
Go ahead,
Chris,
Taylor. you don't
I
have the same power.
when I put in like tarantulanch, I got a link to a Reddit, and this guy was like
Oh, no.
random ideas for the next generation of horror movies, and someone put tarantulanch
Someone
in
put
there.
it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then someone also put, which is really peculiar, the color green becomes sentient, is an evil spirit in a hotel that's like caused by pubic hair of previous guests. I don't know. That's just
What
really,
the fuck?
That's a really weird one, but
These scripts
that-
aren't making it to black.
Yeah, that guy's made
No,
some
now,
weird
now put
posts,
that
I
in a
bet.
chat GBT and see
That's
what
the
kind of
writer's
script comes
strike
out.
movie.
That
That's
is
the
the writer's
writer's
Yeah, Zad's also gonna be all over that. You see this color of green script? Let's get that one. It's about a pubic hair monster. Let's
Let's
do
get
that.
Moose Getty. You're not doing anything right now. You got the flash. This will be your next hit.
Yeah,
There's a Lavalantula.
Lavalanche.
Lavalanche.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. I
What
like
is that? Just like what is the plot? Please give me the plot of that because I don't even.
I will.
Yeah, like what is it's lava with
Probably fire tarantulas. That would be
Is
my
it?
guess.
Yeah.
Like
is
elemental
it
tarantulas.
spiders that spew lava?
I don't know if they
Area lava,
spew
let me
it,
show
but
you.
Well, that's what I mean. My
they
mind's
they
running.
come out of a volcano. Clearly.
Volcanic eruptions in Los Angeles unleash a swarm of gigantic lava-breathing tarantulas.
Oh,
There you go.
boom!
You were right. Fire
F
breathing.
I
Got
don't know. They
it.
spew it. Yeah,
There's
sorry,
a
I guess they're
sequel.
breathing.
Then Godzilla
Yeah.
comes
Two
in
la-
at the
I'll bet
end
two
to fight
lantula.
them.
Yeah.
Two lava, two lantula.
I just feel like when it's just like, okay, if I'm in that writer's room of these sci-fi straight to C-list movies, it's like, okay, we got spiders, what could we make them do? Like, well, what if they shot like volcanic lava out of their mouths? Like, just brilliant, and they get
Benny,
to go.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Give
and
him
they-
a grant.
They get their $100,000 budget, and they go and they make this stuff.
And then you just
Oh.
need The Rock to save people in a helicopter.
Then
Oh,
there's-
yeah.
And you need to
Out
have
of
Tara Reid in
California.
it. Tara Reid has to be in these.
Tara Reid
you know.
for sure. I haven't
Yeah,
seen her in a
of course.
while, actually, though. Where is she? She needs to come back, like Lindsay Lohan's getting. Number 3 though was Conjuring, which I don't know if it scares, but I have it in my top 10 for
yeah,
horror
the
movies.
first
The
one.
first one was
Yeah,
good.
the first one,
Yeah.
especially in the theaters, man. That was I've told the story many times, but I'll tell again for people that are new. The worst experience, the first 30 seconds of The Conjuring, one of the speakers blew, and it was just, but we thought it was part of the movie, so it was just like loud, and we're
Mm.
like, geez, this is a choice there, James Wan. And then they're like, sorry, that's not the movie. And then we got
Oh
free
my God.
popcorn. They moved us into a different theater, but it was like, oh my God, what a way to start The Conjuring off. But yeah, Conjuring's my top. 10. I don't know if
I would
it's
say Sinister as well. The first Sinister. with,
Sinister's good. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
those tapes, man. The
Yeah.
lawnmower in the backyard.
creepy.
Oh,
Yeah, fucking Bagul, man. It's
The second one with the rats. I don't know if anybody's seen the second one, but that's the one.
I think I have seen the second one actually.
I saw it once and I don't remember a single thing from it, and that's not
Okay,
a
well,
good
there's
sign.
a very bad thing with rats that happens.
Okay,
so.
there you go. Yeah. And then
Spoiler.
the 4 Ronda Mills, they have The Shining, which I don't think is the scariest to me. I don't.
Mm.
I
No.
Shining's
It's
my
more
favorite horror
psychological
movie,
than
but
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another slow burn one.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre at 5, the original. I could kind of see that. Like I could see the pitch. It's not the scariest for me, but I get like probably when it came
It was
out
like
in the
when
70s.
it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, that was like the same thing. It's like, yeah, I can definitely see like when this came out, why it was like the scariest of all time.
Masterpiece, S Bubs.
Now we'll
Very
say
loud
this.
movie. That's what I'll say. Very loud.
Very loud movie. Oh my God, it's loud. Yeah.
I went
Now
to
the
gas
remake-
I
station
still
and-
like Texas Chainsaw 2 better. I love
Yeah.
Aw.
That's wrong,
It's
but
so
you can have your
good.
wrong opinion.
I will say the remake of it Chapter 1 that was very well done in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
And they
That's-
screwed it
yeah.
up with 2.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can't go that far with the April.
I
I
can.
think I don't know if they screwed it up, but they dropped
did.
the ball.
They didn't do well.
I'll go
Yeah.
that far.
Which I'm still really concerned that they're filming the show right now, and they've still not said who's playing Pennywise. So I'm getting really worried Skarsgård's not coming
He's
back.
not in it. but
He's not.
That's the
He's
big
using
That's what I'm
switch
worried
there.
about,
he's
right?
using another Skarsgård.
There's no way. They would have
The new
announced it
one.
immediately.
Stellan.
Yes.
He starts old,
Yeah,
but
but
like,
there's a new Skarsgård. I forgot his name. He's
there
the,
is
the
a new
youngest
Skarsgård.
one. Yeah.
Man,
What?
Family
Was he just
Dynasty.
born?
Why are they
No,
doing a
he's like, he
show?
just started
Stellan
being an actor
Skarsgård's like
now or
De Niro.
something.
He's having kids at the age of 80. No, yeah, I think he's just like he's coming up. He's like
Yeah.
aging in acting.
But
and
he's
stuff.
like an. Are they all like what's the family
well, there's
connection? there?
Stellan, and then they're all his kids.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this
Connection.
guy, the
Yeah.
legend,
Oh yeah, he's coming out talented
Bootstrap
kids.
Bill, going hard.
14.
Sure, it is Bootstrap Bill.
His best role, man. Bootstrap Bill.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
I think that's legitimately the first thing I ever saw him though in. Like
Yeah.
as a youngin, I don't think
Yeah.
I'd seen him because I've watched other movies and
Yeah.
like I think I saw these after the fact. So it was Bootstrap.
I think he's
always
in like some random thing from the, I'm gonna have to look it up. Some
Oh, for
random thing
sure.
from the 90s that I'm sure I saw him in where he was like the villain.
Yeah.
look him
'Cause- and then my 2 back-to-backs, like I saw him in that, and then he was in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo remake. Oh, look at Chris. I love
Whoa, what the
when,
fuck?
when he smiles, that's the best I'm watching. Oh damn. There's one shot. Oh. But yeah, and then I saw him Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which was very different and stuff like that. So
That's the Daniel Craig one.
Daniel Craig one.
Oh, he's in
yeah,
Good Will
Mark.
Hunting. I totally forgot about that.
Right, he is in
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
seen him in
she's-
that then, but
What about Hills Have Eyes? Has anyone seen Hills Have Eyes? It's a good one too.
That's
I feel
pretty
like I put
scary.
that
the
more than
shit out of
this,
me.
but I feel like I have different lists. Like same where we saw. I feel like I'd put that on like the top 10 disturbing horror.
It's very
really
creepy.
Yeah,
it's
Wrong Turn
twisted,
would be on there as well.
Oh
That was
yeah.
a good one.
I saw The Hills Have Eyes, the remake, in the theater with my dad, and it was like the worst experience I've ever
my
had.
god, yeah, that one's freaky. That one's freaky.
Oh, especially like when you get like honestly, when I saw it that age, that was the first time I'd seen any scene like the trailer scene. I'm not gonna say it and even get like demonetized, but like what happens in that trailer, I'd never seen like anything because that came out in 2004. So at that point I was like 11, and I don't know if I think I saw it like 2005, 6, so it's like probably like 12, 13, and that was the first time like, oh, I'm seeing a scene like this, and you don't really know what's going on.
Did you choose to rent this? Did you go to the video store or like?
Yeah,
how
it's a sleepover.
Yeah.
One of those.
I watched it at that.
You were
same
hosting
age, man.
it?
I was
No.
like you were. That was freaky, that movie.
It was a friend of mine, Jeremy Coswans. Hopefully he's still alive. I don't know. I haven't talked to him since middle school, but I remember it's one of those sleepovers where it's like you're seeing stuff where it's like, okay, have you seen his Hills of Eyes? Like, oh, I like horror movies. And there's like,
Not
man,
like this.
yeah, it's like, man, this is messed up.
Oh,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was The Hills of Eyes. I remember that one was on TV, and I don't know what age I was, but I was like curious because I had heard about the movie, but I was
It was on Spike a lot.
I was way too scared to like actually just sit down and watch it straight
yeah,
up. So I
man.
had it, and then every time that it would get to like a scary scene, I would just like recall, hit the old recall button, go to like Peloton or something, and then like go
Tune
back
back
and like
in.
it's still scary. So it's like, oh fuck, too early. Let's go back. And
Actually,
then I remember doing that with
A/B
Chucky too.
repeat on the scariest.
A/B
scene.
repeat.
Yeah, he did that accidentally, and the mom's just going, no, no. Your parents are really worried. Like, why is he hitting A-B repeat to this?
I've heard the description, like you describing Hills Have Eyes. It reminds me of the descriptions I've heard about Infinity Pools. Like, oh, that seems different.
Well,
Yeah,
Infinity,
not quite, but,
Infinity
Yeah.
Pool was just like,
uh,
and like it's okay, I guess.
There's
It
just
sounded like it
things-
meant for more shock
I liked
value
it.
than actual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
my
gave it like
thing.
a passing score. I think I was like, this is well made, but I don't really like it that much.
Yeah, no, that one just felt like where I feel like at least the disturbing stuff in Hills Have Eyes, it's part of the story. It just
Mhm.
felt like Infinity Pool take a turn like, okay, we're gonna do some really messed up stuff here, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
get back to the
Infinity
story.
Pool, I was kind of liking it more before like
Me
any
too,
of like
yeah.
the weirder stuff, like the scene where they go to like the beach or the scene.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, what is going on right now?
Yeah, oh
Like,
yeah, I mean, your dog
that's-
just comes up to him and stuff just starts happening. You're like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
movie am I watching here? It's just,
What
yeah.
just happened?
yeah,
Yeah.
and like the first, that's where I
that
was.
stuff I thought it was just like because it's just like so because I was expecting like the other weird stuff, so this was
Yeah.
just like so unexpected that I don't know, it was just I thought it
the
was
third
funny.
act, it just kind of went downhill a bit. for
Oh
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once like a minor spoiler, but once like a fucking Skarsgård like walking in the streets and all this stuff's going on, you're like, oh, just end this, please. Like I've seen enough of what we're trying to get
the
here.
dog collar.
Yeah, there's like to me,
Oh,
it's just
God.
such extremes of like when I
Damn.
saw it in Lighthouse and then Infinity Pool, like I don't know. Yeah, it's just so funny. Like I was really enjoying the movie till we hit the pool, and it's not that it's bad. It's all well made stuff. I don't know. I like I said, even with his dad, Cronenberg stuff is always very hit or miss with me. I didn't like what was that one last year, April? That
Crimes
Cronenberg.
of the Future.
Yeah, Crimes of the
Crimes
Future.
of the Future. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Crimes of the Future.
Yeah, and for me, I liked Infinity Pool more. Crimes of the Future, I was really excited, but it just didn't hit for me. So, but they'll put out some more disturbing stuff and everything. And Mia Goth's great in it though. It's worth it to watch
is
her. So
Awesome, yeah.
Speaking of disturbing, I remember my brother-in-law showed me Devil's Rejects, and I never
Oh,
seen
yeah.
or
man.
heard of those
Ooh.
because that's the second one, right? Or
yeah,
yeah,
the best
so
one for sure.
I never heard of it at all. And he's like, "Oh, you never like seen Rob Zombie's movies?" I'm like, well, I've
You're
heard
about
of his
to.
music. Yeah, I threw it on, and like that's one
Don't
where
get me
like
started.
the first 10 minutes, it just like sets the tone for the movie, and it's just like, what the fuck are you showing me right now?
Yeah.
Well, you're watching a snuff film. We're just not calling it a
Pretty
snuff
much,
film. We call it
yeah.
a Rob Zombie film.
Just
Even at the-
disturbing. Yeah.
Even at this age, when I watch Rob Zombie movies, I'm like, I don't feel like I should be watching this. Like they do feel like snuff.
feel
films
dirty when you
sometimes.
watch
That's
them.
what I'm saying.
I just I love Rob Zombie's music. I listen to his music all the time, and I actually like Devil's Rejects because like the protagonists
one.
are they're definitely the best because like to me House of a Thousand Corpses, it has like a plot, and then the third act's just like scary stuff in a house. Like there's nothing. It's just like shots of like, look at this disturbing. Like it's really weird. And then what was the third one that recently?
31.
No. What they did a sequel of the Reject when it was like the Three from Hell or something like that.
Yeah,
Remember
Three from Hell,
yeah. And that one was like to me like it was fine. It didn't have the magic that Rejects had, and plus they lost the guy who played the clown. I can't remember.
Yeah.
He passed away. So that was another thing where it's like he was everyone's favorite, and he was sick, so they had no choice. But yeah, Rejects at least to me felt like it was a good semblance of the characters and the disturbingness. But yeah, I don't like zombies. I don't know. Overall, I don't like zombie stuff. There's some things in there that I enjoy. I still haven't seen the monsters. I don't know what that's like. I know people have.
From what I heard, like a lot of people hated it, but apparently it's just like very straight up, just like the monster, like no trying to be disturbing. Like he just loved
That's
the
good.
monsters and made his monsters movie. So I guess a lot of people were expecting it to be just like this very dark thing. So I guess they didn't like it. It was just like some like goofy. That's what I've heard.
That's good. Yeah, and like the same thing like Arrow's talking about with Hills Has Eyes. I remember I saw Halloween 2, Rob Zombies, or sorry, it was just was it just H2? I think they called. No, I can't remember.
No,
I
it's
think
I think it's Halloween 2, but yeah.
And then I saw that, and then like I said, I always hate this stuff on New Retro, but there's just like a 5-minute scene of them talking about like necrophilia, and it's like for no reason. It's just like two ambulance people, and they're just going off because they have this dead girl in the back, but like, oh, what would you do? Oh, what would you do? It's just like, and there's nothing to the plot. It's just a 5-minute scene of just them talking. And it's not like Tarantino where it's like, oh, this dialogue is really, really good. It's not. It's just like, yeah, she's got some pretty hair. And it's just, I don't know. Rob Zombie just bugs me sometimes. So
I'm not a big Rob Zombie fan either.
No, I like the Halloween movie before he becomes actually Michael Myers. I love when he's in the asylum and the
that's
origin.
what I really thought was like weird about, like I really like all of the asylum stuff, and then like the last, like the second half is just like a sped up original Halloween.
Yeah,
that's the one where
other people are way more naked because everybody that dies in a Rob Zombie movie has to be fucking naked. They cannot have clothes on. I don't understand it.
I want to go out just naked. That'd be a good way to go. Not wearing clothes.
Why
not? It's the way I came into the earth. So
yeah, but then do you want your parents to find you? Like if your parents come over, they're gonna find dead. I hope
my parents are dead by the time I'm dead.
Okay, but I'm talking in the Halloween. Like these are people getting slashed while they're naked.
Some paramedics gonna be talking about your body in the back of the ambulance.
Exactly. Oh, look at Kirklin. Look at that little mouth he has.
I won't body anymore. They can say all the things they want about my body. It won't be mine at that point. Is the one that you're talking about with Halloween, is that the one where he's like a kid and it's like his sister? Okay, yeah, I remember liking that one as well.
And a lot of people hate that because they're like, oh, I don't need to see Michael as a kid. But it's like I liked that because it was doing something different, and it was trying to do the whole. It's the same as Joker. Some people go, oh, I don't want to see him as like a good kid that went bad. But it's like, okay, it's a different version. He's trying something, and I like the idea of, okay, what would actually make some kid like this point? It's not.
Up.
It's not
the origin story.
Yeah,
the origin story.
And the kid actor was good, and I really like what's his name as Loomis. God.
Oh yeah, in the first movie he's really good.
Yeah, second movie they butchered.
Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell, yeah. The second character is so weird.
The Weird Al interview.
Oh,
he's on with Weird Al.
He becomes like a top 10 most irredeemable character. Like he's just like he's a piece of shit.
It's like they're like just like the most evil of like Gale Weathers with like the books and stuff.
But it's like if Gale Weathers never found her heart. It's like the reverse. And then in the last 10 minutes, he becomes the hero of the story. You're like, why am I supposed to be rooting for this guy? And he's just like, I've made a lot of mistakes. Let me fix them.
Also, I haven't really looked into like the I don't know. I assume there had to have been like a different script or something, because the whole movie I was thinking like is in Halloween 2 is Laurie Strode like the one like killing people. Because it's set up like that the whole time, and then at the end it's like, oh no, it was just Michael Myers. Because the whole movie's like, oh, he's dead, and then she's like falling asleep, and then people are dying, and then it's like she's seeing him as a ghost, and it's like, oh no, it's not a ghost. He's just actually there, and he was killing people the whole time, and she wasn't crazy. He was just killing people the whole time.
Even though then at the very end they're like, oh, she's gonna become the killer though now.
Oh yeah. So then they tease like what I thought was already happening the whole movie. They tease it at the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I watched
Brad Dourif was in there.
Yep, he's great in those. Brad Dourif, he's great in those as the sheriff. He's what the hell? Yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
I watched Zombies Halloween 2 with my dad. It was the most brutal 90 minutes. I'm never rewatching that movie because that, and I actually like similar to you. I liked the first one, so I was kind of hyped for it at the time, and it was just
Dad, you're gonna love this movie.
brutal, man.
What'd your dad
Well,
think?
I don't remember. We just
10 out of 10.
I'm not coming over
Every
for these
time
movie
He's not.
nights.
He's not
son,
invited
anymore.
back to his dad's house for a while.
Never spoke of it again.
Every time Maddie comes over, he's like, you want to rewatch Halloween 2?
It's his
Starting
favorite
Halloween
film.
too, yeah.
Yeah, every Halloween. Like, no, Dad. The reason I rewatched it last year is because I was getting in the mode for Halloween. The only one I
Yeah.
own on Blu-ray is the original. So usually they're always on streaming, or I used to have AMC and they'd always be playing on there. But
Oh, yeah.
none of them had them. And I had Amazon Prime and they only had the Rob Zombie ones. So I was like, well, I guess I'm watching these to get hype.
They're all on Shudder.
Yeah, they're all yeah, right. And I didn't have Shudder at that time, so I was like, I guess I'm watching the zombie Halloween movies, get excited for ends and stuff like that.
I'm
So.
pretty sure the only time I've seen the Halloween movies was on AMC, actually.
Yeah.
Other than that Rob Zombie one. But yeah, like I remember having like friends over for like Halloween. We would always just hang out on Halloween, and then of course Halloween is playing on Halloween. I don't remember which movie it was, but it was the one where he like dunks the chick like in the hot tub that's like cranked up, and she
Two.
just
That's
like
Halloween
melts.
too.
Yeah,
That's
the
Just
Halloween
like
original, yeah.
melts. and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like what the fuck are we watching?
I'll tell you what. I'd sooner watch the Halloween, those Halloween movies, than Don't Worry, Darling. My God, that was a complete waste of my time when I
Oh,
watched
yeah.
that. My
That's
gosh,
fair.
I was upset with that one.
I
Yeah.
I was too. Like Aaron
I,
and I
I
watched
haven't
it.
seen it still.
Don't.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's
Well,
very
my-
hard
my
to-
And I
friend
like
who-
and I like Florence Pugh.
She was
She
great
tried
in
her
it.
best. She tried
Yeah.
her best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she-
Someone
She's
was
the-
holding her
she
family
gave it.
hostage.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Someone was holding her family hostage. That's why she had to do the movie.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Chris Pine was good too in moments for sure.
He's just
Yeah,
in
he
it
was
for like
fine.
15 minutes though. Like it was yeah. If it wasn't her, that I'll never rewatch it. I'll never go back
Yeah.
and
Oh,
stuff
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
It's just, and I'm very interested to see what Olivia Wilde does next year. I think she's doing like an A24 movie or something now. So I don't know.
and Silk.
Yeah,
Or no,
Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman, Spider-Woman, yeah,
that's not
Spider-Woman, yeah.
happening. There's no way she's doing Spider-Woman. I don't.
No, she's
think.
part of Marvel. She's part of the
She
MCU,
is, yeah.
right?
Kevin, she even said that same thing, right? She said, "Can't eat my
Yeah.
mouth or Kevin's gonna get me." I was like, "Well, what does Kevin have to do with
And,
this?"
and Kevin's like, "Huh? Don't let me in with this
Yeah.
problem."
He saw "Don't Worry, Darling." He's like, "Yeah, this isn't gonna be in the MCU anymore. You know, we're good." But yeah, it's such a
find it.
funny when that happens when she had Booksmart, which is like this huge, big critical acclaim movie.
Great
and then
movie.
It
Don't
was
Worry,
great.
yeah, and then Don't Worry comes out, and it's like the exact opposite. And just
Man,
this,
gotta take swings, right? Not everything's gonna.
She
Yeah.
was good in
She should go back to
Babylon. I
comedies.
liked her in Babylon.
she's in it for
had-
like 45 seconds. That's
Yeah.
fun.
But it was good. I thought
It
it
was
was good.
It was the best 45 seconds of the whole movie, you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, that's the scene with Samara Weaving and Margot Robbie. So probably one of the best scenes in the movie.
Eh.
No, it's not. Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, she's the director of that one, of like that scene.
Oh, that
way,
scene.
Is she
Oh.
the director of that scene?
Yeah, she's the one that like calls her in to replace.
That's awesome.
Is she? I thought she was at
Yeah.
the beginning with Pitt.
No, it's. I'm pretty sure. that's
No,
her
you're
doing-
wrong on this one, S Bubs.
Okay.
I'm telling
I'm not
you,
sure.
telling
I'm pretty
you.
sure it's her. I'm gonna
No,
look
because
it up
I
right
think
now.
the director in Babylon is actually Damien Chazelle's wife.
Yeah.
At the
that's
beginning
true.
of the movie, Olivia Wilde is Brad Pitt's wife when she's like, "If you speak Spanish one more time, I'm getting divorced." Like, okay, fine. And then he's like,
Hasta
"Hey,
la
pasta."
vista,
Yeah, he
baby.
said- and then she's like, "Fuck you," and like, "Oh yeah, Babylon." Everyone fucking watch Kirklin, you haven't seen
Like
I haven't
Babylon.
seen it. No.
Babylon's fantastic. It's just
Yeah.
no. But that I like that's another mixed one too that some people do not
What type of
enjoy.
movie?
I
Like,
don't love it, but it's
what
fun.
type of movie is it? I remember watching the trailer. I'm like, this kind of gets
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Gatsby
Yeah.
vibes a little bit.
Not like
It's
Gatsby,
like-
but the gross version.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
it's like weird singing in
Soho?
the rain.
No, not Soho. It's very it's very like not when I say punk rock, it's not like that, but it's just very that where it's like you're gonna see lots of dicks, you're gonna see lots of
Mm.
nakedness, you're gonna see lots of drugs. It's very snap neck. It's very boom, boom, boom. It's
So
like
Shay wouldn't like it, is what you're saying.
probably not. Emily did
Okay.
not like it.
Okay, that's
She was
a
like,
good
"Oh, there's
barometer
10%
for sure.
of great." I think she was like, "There's 10% of good story, 10% of good like shots, and then 80% of garbage." I was like, "You're way, like
Wow.
terrible."
a
I
long
like
movie
the,
too,
the
isn't it?
score too. It's like the same. I mean, it's a good thing. Like it has like what instrument is it that plays like non-stop throughout the whole movie?
Oh yeah, I can't remember, but I know what you're.
But yeah,
talking
it's like
about,
it's like every single character's theme is like a version of like the same like part of it. But
yeah, and it's very close to La La Land too. There's some stuff
Yeah.
that's not, but yeah,
So
it's
it's like
not
a jazz type. Feel.
Yeah.
yeah, but higher jazz. But it's not like La La Land at all. I guess it would be more closer to Whiplash, but really not. It's like he's never done anything like it. But the first 5 minutes, there'll be some stuff that happens that you'll be like, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah.
So the movie's
if
brutal.
you,
with stuff
yeah,
like
it's
that.
like if but I really like the movie. It's just
Mhm.
like it's kind of like big scenes. Like there's not really like it's like there's like a huge thing that happens and then they go to like the next huge thing that happens and then the next huge thing that happens.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
It did make
I have
me
no idea
like
how
the
I'm gonna
next
feel.
movie I watched right after was rewatching Singing in the Rain and I loved it still. That's
of
like
course,
probably
yeah.
one of like favorite movies of I think like this year. Well, I have my list on Letterboxd of every
That says a lot, S-Bubs. That says a lot.
That
That Singing in the Rain is your favorite movie of the year. That says a lot about not necessarily. I don't know about what
That's
you're
not
watching or.
That's my non-2023 movies I've seen in 2023 list. That's my number one.
Yeah. No, I think April described it the best way. It's just a lot. And I loved it. There's just some stuff, but yeah, there's a lot. And that's where it's just like, yeah, he was Singing in the Rain. Same thing it's for me, it's a movie that like constantly like hits its point over the head of what it's trying to do. It's just like, hey, you should like movies because movies are pretty special. Like that's the whole movie is movies are pretty special, you know. And also
Yeah.
we do lots of drugs. But again, you're gonna at least you gotta get to Tobey Maguire scene. Tobey Maguire is fucking he's an animal.
that's like two.
It is
That's
Great
like
Gatsby.
2 hours and 40
yeah,
minutes.
it's like
into
yeah,
the
Oh
movie.
my
you gotta get 2 hours and 45 minutes in, but oh no, it is like Great Gatsby. No, that's exactly, but it's the dirty version because man, he's an animal in that movie. He's like,
Well, I'm excited now.
yeah, it's a good time. But I don't even know. I think it might be on Crave for us in Canada, so you might have it there. I don't know. I can't remember, but
I think
Take
I
a
watched it on HBO here.
Well,
HBO,
I'm on
yeah,
looking at
that's right.
I'm on looking at trailers here, and I've seen it all. They're doing a Gremlins animated show
Don't.
Oh
Yeah.
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 on HBO Max. What the f?
Well, the
Zaslav's
content-
calls
Good.
it cinema, so you know it's
Yeah.
got to be good.
Yeah.
I think that was the reason
And-
they added the groans into multiverses, but then multiverses is gone now.
Ah,
Is Multiverse
it's gone.
Well, it was like they did a super weird thing because a lot of games, like they say they're in, like they drop them, they're like
Open
in
beta,
beta,
yeah.
yeah. But a lot of times they just stay in open beta like
Mhm.
forever. But then like maybe like a month ago or so, they said like open beta is closing, and the game's not coming back until like next year. Like it's just
Wow.
like you are not able to play multiverses right now. Like it just like shut down, and then it said like the full game is coming next year. Which I've
So
never seen an
weird.
open
Next
beta
year.
game do that. It's like
Next
something. It's
year.
like late this year, early
Yeah,
next
yeah.
year that the supposed. But the numbers were already like by the time they said they were like closing to make the full game, the numbers on Steam were like 100 players a day from like
Yeah.
100,000 players a day, which is like the highest peak ever for a fighting game. And it's just like because they had like last update was like Black Adam. That's the last character they added in like
wow.
December, and they went like 3-4 months with like no updates. And
Black
then
Adam
Gandalf
screwed
just, like,
everybody
fell
over.
off.
Yeah, Gandalf and Aragorn. Those were the other two that were
Yeah.
in. They just didn't
Yeah.
happen. But hopefully with those rights. But yeah, Black Adam just ruined everything as we've learned today because that
Change
was
the hierarchy of the DC universe, though.
yeah. So we obviously this week we got Hypnotic, which The Rock's not on that, but we have heard that minor spoilers, I guess, for Fast. If you don't, I guess I'm
Post
gonna-
credit scene spoilers.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know, but that's the
So
so
the
word-
Henry Cavill thing all over again.
oh
Yeah, it's like the opposite of the Henry
Get
Cavill
some,
scene.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
get, it's smart though. It's smart. It's gonna get some more tickets sold. So
I cannot wait for because so there's two things that happened today. There was the Vin Diesel was on the red carpet, and then some interviewers like, yeah, so you excited to end Fast and Furious, and he's like, well, we were making Fast 10, and the studio came to me, and they're like, do you think this could be a two-parter? And they go, oh yeah, I think I could make a two-parter. And then they saw this movie, and they're like, what if you made it a three-parter? And well, and then he like had a big smile, he like walked away. So you're gonna get Fast 10, and then Fast 10 Part 2 and Part 3.
Just call it Fast 11, Fast
Oh,
12.
Because you
It's
don't
gonna
want to
be-
end
it's
on
gonna be-
Fast 11 or
it's-
12.
It's gonna be Fast 10, Furious 11, and because they're
Oh,
always
no.
switching it up, they go back and forth.
Daniel RPK had a good one. I put in our GUA group chat. He said, "Call the next one Fast XX, and then the last one Fast Triple X, and you get the
Oh, shit.
crossover and Vin's other
Wow,
franchise."
Oh
Yes.
man,
That
Yeah.
was brilliant.
Xander,
Bravo,
what's his name in
RPK.
that?
Xander Cage,
Xander
baby.
Cage.
Oh,
yeah.
talk about a childhood hero of
Oh,
mine.
yeah,
Xander Cage
100%.
was the fucking
Me and my
man.
cousin fucking love that Triple X movie. And then they came out with the sequel one. We were so pumped.
Oh yeah, it made me hate
Cube,
Ice
right?
Cube for years. I was like, this isn't
Ah.
Xander Cage.
State of
Yeah.
Union, State
of Union, yeah, and especially they made Defoe the villain. I was like, "Fuck, man!
Defoe, yeah.
Imagine if
I
we would have got
couldn't even
Diesel and
remember.
Defoe together. What's like that could have been cinema." And then finally we got Triple X3 after all this time, and man, it was like a nothing sandwich. It was just so plain
Yeah,
Jane.
Yeah.
But Triple X, that's a movie that I wish I didn't know about Vin Diesel, like how he was in real life, because it's maybe not feel Xander Cage as cool. But I thought Triple X was the coolest fucking
Oh,
guy in the
With
world.
the big fur coat and everything.
Why do you think I had that jacket? That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons. He had that gun that had multiple different bullets,
oh, man.
exploding
Loved
bullets,
it.
sleeping bullets. Like, oh my god, he was the
It's
Like
fucking.
The
Hawkeye
things I
with
do for
guns.
my country.
He was Hawkeye,
This
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, but no, I
The
guarantee you.
plot too. He's like a stunt man or something, like just a thrill
No,
seeker.
ex-sports star. That's what it was. Yeah.
And that gets him in with like the Russian whatever. I
Yeah, how
don't
did he
remember
even
the whole
get in
plot.
there?
Well, Sam
The
Jackson's
government,
Nick
like,
Fury.
recruit him.
Sam Jackson's Nick
Yeah.
Fury recruits him.
He's starting just like Avengers, right? Because he's
Yeah.
starting the Triple X program, and
Man.
because what happens? That's what happens. Is so at the beginning of the movie, I suppose you ever seen Triple X?
No, I
One day
haven't.
you're gonna.
Oh,
This,
man.
we won't
Yeah.
spoil it all.
Add
We'll
that
just
to your
phenomenal
list.
opening.
Yeah, this is just the
Phenomenal
opening of the movie. So, because this is the idea how they get the program. Samuel Jackson's just playing Nick Fury. He even has his eye is scarred and burned. Like legitimately, he's like Nick Fury. But the beginning of the movie is there's the bad guys and they're having like a raid, and there's this guy who's just like fire, like he's saying like it's drugs everywhere, right? And there's a spy. He does the mission successfully, but what he has to do to get to his point and to get out, he has to go through this crowd. What he wasn't prepared for is he gets the whatever it is, let's just say it's the document, and he goes into the room and he's dressed like Bond, he's in a suit. When he opens the door, it's just a rave of like naked people and drugs. So that's what catches him, is like, oh, he's not cool enough to be here, because why would he be? That's what it is though, because why is he wearing a suit in a rave? So
Yeah.
that's Nick Fury or Samuel Jackson's idea, is like, we have to get people that are gonna fit in with these party animals. So they go after this guy named Xander Cage, and he's an extreme sports star who like does YouTube videos. Like he steals like
the original streamer
he
essentially.
is, because
Yeah.
he steals like this billionaire's car,
That
and
was
the whole
awesome.
thing
Don't
is he
scratch
drives,
it. Remember
yeah,
that line?
yeah, he pretends to be like a valet, but he's dressed in like fucking like Xander Cage,
The
like
parachute on the back.
like he stands out, but unlike he gets it. And then that's the whole thing. They have cameras all in the car, and the big stunt is they drive his car off a cliff and everything like that. And it's a whole big deal. And yeah, that's what it is. And the whole thing is Nick Fury is like getting all these different, there's like 4 to 5 other Extreme X stars that are like trying out with Xander Cage to see who's going to be the best one. Oh my God. Just
He's
cinema.
got 3 X's tattooed on the back of his neck.
Yeah, that's what they do when you make it in S-Bubs. They tattoo 3 X's on your back to make you
This
not.
this sounds like Men in Black, but like Vin Diesel edition.
Extreme
yeah.
sports.
Yeah, but this was definitely the era where Vin Diesel was cool. It was like, oh yeah,
100%.
like, that's what it sucks for you, S-Bubs. You won't like in this era. Vin Diesel's just a meme, but there at one point, like Vin Diesel was between this and Riddick, he was like one of the coolest stars. That you're like, man, if Vin Diesel's in something, I will watch it because this guy's just
fast
cool.
one.
He didn't have his
Yeah,
can't get
fast,
hit
yeah.
contract yet.
Yeah, well, exactly, right. He didn't have that. Yeah,
And
so-
how's the
Is that
fights
what that
in
was
Fast
called?
X and Fast 11 gonna be? Fights between Momoa, Cena, Vin Diesel, and The Rock.
my
They each
God.
have their own contract on how many times they can get hit.
or Tyrese is just gonna be getting beat up in all those scenes.
Yeah.
Tyrese is immortal now. Remember from F9?
Oh,
They discovered
right.
that he's immortal.
But yeah, so it came out today that The Rock is going to be coming back for Fast. After last year, he legitimately was like, I'm never doing that. Because like I agreed, because if everyone doesn't remember that, they got in that fight, right? And he like The Rock, of course, had to go on Instagram and said he worked with like bitch, like whatever. He worked with.
Vin Diesel called him little brother on Instagram. He said, "Little brother, come back to the family.
Oh, yeah.
My kids call you Uncle Dwayne or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that." Yeah.
Well, that was the second one where they had the fight, the breakup, and that's where Rock's like, I'm not going to work with him anymore. He can't do Hobbs and Shaw. And then Vin got married, I think, and the Rock said like, oh, congratulations, and they got back together. It was like they were whatever. And then like SWeb said, Vin did that post of like, we can't close out this saga without you, man. And because he did the whole thing, he was like, Paul would need you there, and I was like, oh, you piece of shit. You're such a
Don't bring
fucking
up
Oh
Paul.
yeah.
I didn't even know him.
He's such an egotistical prick, and that's where the Rock legitimately said in an interview like, "Hey, I didn't appreciate that. We're never gonna work together again."
This is pre-Black Adam, of course.
Yeah, this was pre-Black Adam. Yeah, and then Black Adam comes out, bombs, and now here we are. Hobbs is back, and remember,
and there's apparently a reshoot too. So this is like,
yeah,
literally like
last minute
off the set of Black Adam.
Yeah, he's still in the suit, but they have like a jacket over the suit.
So let's ask this, because again, if they're putting this out, we were saying like tracking must not be as great as they think for this movie.
Someone had said that too. I saw a report of like
So what if in 2 movies, post-credit scene that The Rock is involved in kills the movie? That would be a great story.
Oh yeah, and I think no matter what, we'll get Fast 10 Part 2. I think they'll do that. It's just a question of, do we get Part 3? I don't know if this one does. The good thing is with this movie, it is like Transformers, where those movies do really well internationally, so that might be enough to put it over the thing. But
yeah, apparently this is like the third biggest like post-pandemic like China tracking or something like that.
Oh,
like
okay,
because it can't offend anyone with what they're doing in the movie, so it's gonna do great.
Cars and stuff like that. But I wonder too when Rock gets back, because if you remember when he was in I think it was F8 was his last one. Yeah. They were in the movie together, but they didn't have any scenes together. Remember, all their shots were always.
They only had the one where they look at each other and it's the like displaced.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like the final shot. Yeah, they're like facing off, like but they're like off to the side of each other.
Yeah,
you can
and
tell
Finn is like
separately.
taller than the Rock.
Yeah,
and it's
Finn
like...
is like another thing I noticed. I think it's the Furious 7 poster. There's like it's like the poster's like the car in the front and like the whole team in the back. And there's like a huge guy like above everyone else. If you zoom in, that's Vin. He's edited to be like taller than everyone else, and he's in the back too. So it's like he's not even in the front.
Oh man, but yeah, like I'm excited enough. I like the Rock in the role. I'm happy. I said this in the Discord where I feel like he should. I'm not trying to be like Finn and be like, oh, for Paul. No, I feel like he should be there for the finale of it all. But I cannot wait for the press tour of when they ask him like, what's it like working with Vin and all this stuff. And they're just gonna get bullshit stuff of, oh, we met up one night and it's all good and yet
talking about Paul.
We did it for the fans.
Oh, we were reminiscing about Paul. I saw Paul's daughters in this movie. I had to be there. I just felt like it.
Yeah, look in the Discord. In the middle, that's Vin, and on the left is The Rock, the one on the far left.
Let's see this here.
In the middle is Vin. On the far left is Rock.
Let's see if we can try and get the
far left too.
Yeah, the far left is The Rock, and in the middle is Vin. And he's taller than everyone else. He's like a head taller than The Rock.
Yeah, but yeah, who's seeing Fast 10 here?
I'm seeing it.
Eventually.
Seeing it next Friday night.
Eventually. No, April, you're not going to be.
I've never seen any of them. Oh no, I've seen Hobbs and Shaw. So
that didn't sell you in the franchise?
No, I only saw it because my grandma wanted to go, so I took her.
Wait, your grandma a big Fast and Furious fan?
She's a big The Rock fan, I think.
Oh, so she's really
like my parents. My parents love Hobbs and Shaw.
You can be excited about this news. You're gonna have to see Fast 10 Part 2 with her.
I just hope she doesn't see the preview and it'll be okay.
Just have to put parental controls for your grandma on her YouTube and stuff so she doesn't get Fast 10 Part 2 trailers.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'm just sad that The Rock's doing this and he did Black Adam. He could have been making Jumanji 3. That's what, or Jumanji 4. That's what I've been wanting ever since the ending of Jumanji, the next level. I was like, oh, this next one's gonna be sick, and then it's never gonna happen.
No, we need the rundown part 2. That's what we need.
Rundown part
go.
2.
Oh, the rundown.
Don Williams
weird.
Scott, baby.
Yeah.
Peter Berg just makes those
what
like
he should be doing.
Netflix Mark Wahlberg movies now. That's all he does
Oh,
for like
that
the last 10
tracks.
years. All he's done
Oh
is
my
like
God.
Mark Wahlberg, like, and they're all named like the Patriot or like American or something like that. The poster would just be like Mark Wahlberg with like a gun,
Mark
like the
Wahlberg is
American flag
Jesus,
behind
yeah.
him, or he's like behind the car with like a gun and like somewhere an American flag on the poster.
Oh yeah.
Those are all the movies, and he made Battleship as well. That director.
That really sunk his career. I know I'm saying
Yeah.
that's like a pun. I'm just being like that was. I remember that I was like, why are we getting a Battleship movie with Rihanna? But they did it. You know? And Liam Neeson, Taylor, you must have loved that.
Or Liam.
Sorry.
I
what
mean,
was
it's
that?
finest.
Oh, he's not even paying attention to that bastard. I said Battleship. You must have loved that movie.
Oh, Battleships. I have the Blu-ray.
Limited edition
Yeah,
collector's
signed
set.
by
Signed.
by Peter
Steelbook.
Berg.
I think I have it out in the living room because I love that movie so much. Not even in my office, so it's
Don't worry,
displayed
you don't
for
need
the
What's the
guests.
threat of that movie? Are they like against aliens or
It's
something?
aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Haven't
movie
seen
It's
is
always
so
aliens.
freaking good.
Because they looked
And
at
it's-
Battleship the
It's
game.
a
and
turn-based
said-
game. Yeah.
They looked at the Battleship board game and went, you know what? They should fight aliens. That's never ever been a part of any continuity of any Battleship game. They go, aliens.
Damn it! You sunk my battleship.
Is that a line in the movie?
They have
Should
to
be.
say that, right?
Oh, they gotta lose to G7.
100%. Like,
What are you
has anyone
talking
seen the movie
about?
here?
There are some cool moments from
Yeah,
that
back
movie
in the
though. There's
day.
like the
Back in the day.
the scene with Thunderstruck where they get one of the old like World War II, like they go to like the Pearl Harbor Museum where they have like the boat and they like detach it from like the museum part of it and use the old boat because all the other ships were destroyed. So they like take over this boat. It's like the USS. I forget the name of it, but it's
Oh
like
my
And
it's
God.
just like
Thunderstruck
it's
is
just like
playing?
the most
Like
yeah.
AC/DC?
It's like
Oh
if
my
you see it, it's like the
God.
most like if
It's
you
so
think of
good.
like this is like you think of like what an epic scene from an action movie would be. It's this scene. I mean, it's just like everything. It's like they're taking out all the stuff from the museum from the boats. There's like glass displays, and they're just like pushing it over, destroying it in slow motion, like throwing it overboard, like loading all the
remember
can,
any
like
of
turning it back on. And they get like a bunch of like I think it's
vets,
like
they
actual
ask
like
the
World War
vets.
II veterans. Yeah. They're like because they were all like working at the museum, so they know how to pilot the ship.
You've all served
That's
your
like that's an
country.
actual cool scene. From
I
the
can't
movie.
ask you to do this, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Let's blow up some motherfuckers" or whatever they're saying.
Yeah, that's like serve your
And
country. Yeah.
This movie was erased from my memory. I don't remember any of this.
The scene you're saying, I suppose, it sounds like the Top Gun Maverick scene when they gotta go get the old plane.
Yeah.
Without the vets. That's a Top Gun Maverick saw Battleship and like let's do
Jesse
that
Plemons is in this movie?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
hell?
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
What?
yeah.
Who's he play?
he plays one of the
Random soldier one
Navy
number 2.
soldiers.
Is there one human that is bad that's like working with the aliens or like is like
No,
has a
because
ba-
like the whole
No?
thing
Okay.
basically, and I love the story because they get
Oh, yeah?
deep space satellites that they set up, relays that they set up to a satellite. So basically, from Hawaii, because of its positioning, they launch a signal up to their satellite and it shoots it off into deep space. And so these alien race, fucking aliens always get me. I love the aliens.
This is
They
the
detect
plot
the
of
signal.
Pixels with Adam Sandler.
Oh,
Kind
fuck.
of, yeah. They send a
When I
radio
saw
beam.
Pixels in theaters, I don't know how that was like. I think at that moment I thought I'd seen the greatest movie I'd ever seen in my life.
Wow.
That was like like
That's
when it was like
awesome.
on TV. That was a watch every single time.
That's
Pixels.
awesome.
Just to touch back on the whole Vin Diesel doing this part 3 thing. Personally, I think he should kept a part 2 because his time he needs to be focusing on Riddick. I need that next Riddick movie so bad. That's where his
agree.
attention
Yeah,
has to
but
be.
Riddick's not like a guaranteed hit. We're fast, like
Oh, it's guaranteed, man.
No, it's
Katie,
not.
we had Katie Sackhoff, we had
No.
Batista, Carl
okay,
Urban. We
pull
had
up the
some
last
amazing.
one. Please pull the box office
Yeah,
receipts for
please,
the last
no,
one.
please don't. Yeah, because it's gonna
Yeah.
be bad.
The take home on the video game was way better than the take home on the second movie.
Well, there's 3
Okay.
Riddick movies, right? I think.
There's 3 and there's an animated
3?
one. Also
Yeah, I'm
with
not
Vin
talking
Diesel.
animated.
With Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
in
of
there.
course, of course.
So
He ain't gonna let anyone beat him.
No, of course
the
not.
budget was 38 million and it made 98.3 million. That's pretty good.
It's
pretty
not
good.
bad. Yeah, it made a
enough.
profit. Yeah, it made
Yeah.
enough, but it's not making Fast and Furious numbers. I think you run Fast and Furious into the ground, and then when you're done, you can go.
I
do
mean,
that.
because I
But they're
think
not
the thing
already
with
done
Vin
yet.
after the third one.
I think the
Yeah.
thing with Vin Diesel is like he stopped doing these other movies because he just made Dom Toretto like those other characters. Like
Yeah.
Dom Toretto, he's like a spy. He pretty much has superpowers.
He only answers to Dom
like-
Toretto in public now.
Yeah.
Vin who?
Well-
My name's Dom.
And that's the thing that sucked about Triple X3 was like in the first Triple X, she actually played like a character and was like somewhat different. It wasn't Dom Toretto, but then in Triple X3 it was just you're just
Yeah.
playing Dom pretty much. There's no like cool guy
What
like
about
he's on the
Bloodshot?
skateboard, but
But
I
yeah,
never finished Bloodshot. I fell asleep.
I never watched it.
I like
That's
Yeah.
like
that.
yeah. That was
The
he
issue with,
wanted to start his own universe. That was
Yeah,
his
he
Black
did.
Adam.
He tried, and
Fast and Furious wasn't enough. He needed to conquer superheroes.
because that was one of those that they did it was like deep like first few months of COVID, and they did like a dual release of that. And I think they
Yeah.
actually just did our VOD for a few weeks, and that's why I did watch it because like just give me any movies. But yeah, I fell asleep, and I've never gone back because I don't need to go back. I guess there's some things you can leave in the past.
That's some
you
true,
know?
cool
it's based
scenery,
off a comic
but-
book.
Had some cool scenery.
Yeah, like the reconstruction and stuff of him like getting shot, like some cool visuals, I should say, but yeah, it didn't have other sustenance. Holy fuck, sustenance.
Substance.
Has anyone ever seen
Substance.
those like the GI Joe movies?
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen them, but I've
Um,
been like
Fortunately, yes, I've
mildly
seen one.
interested in seeing them.
I've seen the
can't.
first, and
yeah.
I've listened to Taylor's review for the second one.
Yeah, I can't
The
speak-
second one
no,
or
the
Snake
third
Eyes?
one. Third,
Snake Eyes.
No, yeah,
Snake
the
Eyes.
Snake
That's
Snake
the
Eyes.
yeah, that's a reboot.
Snake Eyes is the one
good.
that-
Oh man.
I remember Snake Eyes. The most I remember from it was like there were because this was like a few months before Shang-Chi, and there were people saying like this is so much better. Like this is gonna like blow Shang-Chi out of the water. And then it was like I don't know if I feel like it bombed. Maybe
It
it,
did,
like, made
no,
its
it did.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
did.
saw
I
it.
saw Snake Eyes in IMAX at 10 p.m. by myself. There was no one else in the theater. I
That's
kept in the
awesome.
IMAX
Oh,
theater,
whoa.
which is
That's awesome.
gigantic, and it made me so motion sick that I almost threw up all over the place.
Oh, God.
That whole movie shook the whole time.
Oh.
You don't know what they were
That-
doing
yeah,
with the
that's actually
camera.
the
that
fights
quote
aren't
right
like
there
that
is on the
bad.
back of the Blu-ray right there.
Yeah, almost made me throw up. Yeah.
My dad hasn't given me back my DVD copy of Snake Eyes. Actually, All that.
Holding it hostage, just won't. He's just watching the hell out of that movie. You're gonna get in the
On
disc
A.B.
movie
repeating
worn
the
out.
whole thing. But Henry Golding, Samara Weaving,
Yeah.
Samara was
Mara
that was a,
Weaving's agent really fucked her over with that one.
that was a absolute gem, like
No.
appearance
I-
in that movie.
You're
I was-
telling me there's no fucking way she's not gotten anything offered from DC or Marvel, and they chose fucking Snake Eyes. She needs to slap that.
She
agent
probably
down.
she was probably her decision. Like, you know what? I love GI Joe. I want to be in a GI Joe movie.
Turn
Well,
everything
then her
down.
agent
And
should have
that's
talked her
where
out
you
of
start
it.
questioning her choice.
Yeah, yeah. Either her agent screwed up or her screwed. Because when I saw, I'm like, "Oh, Samar, what are you doing? You've had such a good little career right now." Like, because I just watched actually Ready or Not again this week. Fucking such a fun movie. And then it was at that you had Babysitter, and I think there was one more thing she was in, but she's in
I love Guns Akimbo.
Guns Akimbo, right? Yeah.
I love Guns. It's like such a like that's like same level for me as like Crank. It's just like one of those movies where it's like so like overload that it's like I can't help but love it.
But it's funny you talked about earlier the hypnotic feeling like an AI movie. I could pitch that the first GI Joe movie feels like an AI movie, like the way it's built and the way it
All
looks.
I know about it is like I've seen like it's just like the thing on Letterboxd like on top of movies is like Channing Tatum and he has like a cyborg arm and
Yep.
he's like shooting the guy.
Oh yeah.
And I know the second one has like isn't like The Rock and like Bruce Willis in it
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
that they try to say
Yeah.
The Rock,
Really?
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, The Rock comes in. This is when he was like franchise Viagra, and like
Yeah.
he it did like somewhat better. I think the first actually I don't know if it did, but the
It-
movie was actually better. It was like a fun
yeah,
time.
it wasn't bad. Yeah, it wasn't
Because
bad.
the reason I'm asking is because like I was looking like I saw like the poster for that and I was like I'd want to watch this, but do I have to like should I see? There's only one other GI Joe movie before. Like I should probably watch that one.
You
before.
should, but I think that one you're gonna probably end up liking it. It's a so bad it's good.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's
Isn't
not
like
so dreadful. but-
Elizabeth Debrecky's in it too in that.
Oh,
second
is she?
G.I.
I didn't
Joe
even.
one.
Oh, the second one. Okay,
Yeah.
I've only seen it once. I've only seen
Yeah.
once. and I
She's
have
on the
Blu-ray of
poster
it.
at least, I think.
Oh, is she?
She looks like
Yeah.
her John Wick character with like the dark
Mm.
hair.
Oh, okay. And then yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in the first one as well, so you got that going on. and
Cobra
then-
Commando.
Oh my god,
yeah.
it's true.
Yeah, he's a small. Yeah, and then Sienna Miller, when she was a big
Kirklin's
deal. in it.
glitching out again.
He's watching GI Joe. He's having a good time.
Uh,
Yeah, but
I just love
um,
when The Rock comes on and said, "All right, in order for you to meet, I need to be the lead. and we need to kill off the other lead. That's the
Well,
only way
that
I
was-
do this movie.
That was actually Tatum's idea, because what happened
Oh,
was-
really?
yeah, so what happened is he did not want to do the sequel at all, but he had signed a 2-picture deal. So how they met in the middle is that he would be in the trailers, the advertising, and he'd be on the poster, everything. But then, yeah, sorry ass Bubs, they kill him like in the first.
I think
7
I already
minutes.
knew. I
Okay,
think
yeah,
I already knew.
Yeah.
they kill like the
I don't
only thing he
remember that.
does is it's
Yeah.
him and The Rock playing video games together, and they're like him and like Roadblock and whatever the fuck his name was.
They're like Transformers names.
That
Yeah,
is.
yeah, exactly. But like their best buds are playing. Like the opening of the movie looks like it's a war thing. They're playing video games. They go on a mission, and it's just like Channing, no, and he just gets blown up,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
Channing Tatum's gone.
Calls him his real name in the movie.
And I will, but I will say this about G.I. Joe: the concept behind like the whole takeover, like the shadow takeover of the government. That's a cool concept. They
Yeah.
had a good idea going with it.
They did it before Winter Soldier, I think, right? Those movies were out before
Yeah.
the Hydra thing.
Yep.
So Feige saw this, like, this is the blueprint right here. G.I.
Yeah.
Joe, we got a copy.
G.I. Joe.
But yeah, and then the second one, I feel like it's just a good, like it's like a solid action movie. There's the best stuff is Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Legitimately, in both movies, they have some really good fights. You have Ray Park who plays Snake Eyes, and that's like Maul Toad. So like you're getting lots of good stuff. And the guy who plays Storm Shadow, I can't remember his name, but he's like legitimately a really talented actor when he's not doing karate stuff. I feel like April, you would have seen the movie. It was a Japanese movie. It's like The Devil's Eyes or something
The
about that.
Devil
where-
in Me.
The
Or I
Devil
saw The
in
Devil.
Me, something like that. Yeah, and I saw a long time ago, but it's like a very disturbing. Like he's after a serial killer.
Yeah, I saw The Devil.
Yeah,
Yes,
I saw The Devil.
Yeah, and he's a
I
really
actually
good
watched
actor.
that for the first time like a couple months ago. It was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, and I wish that guy was in more.
Which
So there's,
character is it, Travis?
he's Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe. Like the
No, but in the other movie, who does he play?
I think
Is
he's the
he-
main character.
the
He's
main-
like the
okay, like the
detective.
guy
Yeah.
hunting the killer. Okay, that's
Yeah,
awesome. Wow.
yeah. So
nice.
he's an actually talented guy. So and
Nice.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd they get for Storm Shadow in the new one, Taylor? Because I know Henry Golding was Snake Eyes. Who is Storm Shadow? Would you even know?
It says
guy-
Andrew Koji.
the guy from
is
Bullet
Storm
Train. He was in
Shadow.
Bullet Train.
Right.
guy who,
Yes,
uh,
he was. Yeah, you're totally
Who's
right.
in Bullet Train? Like the
He's
guy
the
who's
dad,
his son?
right?
Kid,
The-
he's
okay.
trying to save the kid. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
They had announced a sequel to this Snake Eyes
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
called G.I. Joe Ever Vigilant.
It's called Ever
way.
Vigilant?
Title.
Yeah,
way. Oh my
G.I.
God.
Joe Ever Vigilant.
I don't know what they're doing with that.
Well, it's a
title,
bold
but-
decision, Count. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah.
Guys, for Riddick, what was the first one called? Something dark.
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black.
Yeah,
Pitch
yeah.
Black.
Fuck,
That's
that
the
was
best
cool.
one.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. Was cool.
You know what? I thought those were like separate movies. Like just from the
Yes,
posters,
yeah.
I thought like Vin Diesel just must like those like weird
Yeah.
goggles or something. I thought they were like completely separate movies.
It's
Okay, so what's
90s
the
style.
story behind that? Because it was Pitch Black, and then they did like was it based off any books? Because they did the Riddick spinoff. Like where did or they just literally just came.
I don't
up
know
with
if
it?
there's like a pre-existing comic book or anything with that. I'm not really
Okay.
sure.
They
It might just
spin
be
it
like
off.
like an Indiana Jones thing where it's just like the people like the name of this character, so let's just call the sequel.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
literally
Right.
just took the
Chronicles of-
character and gave him his own.
This is what it's like: Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, and then Riddick.
And then Riddick, yeah.
What's this third one gonna be? Just Rid or
Fuck.
Dick?
Okay, we talked
Dick.
about this.
Starring Vin Diesel.
Vin,
Yeah,
it's just
Dick
Vin.
starring Vin Diesel. Rock's like, yeah, hell, damn right it is.
We might
My
have
big brother.
we might have talked about this on another After 9 because Chronicles of Riddick, it at the box office made 115.8 million USD, right?
Yeah.
And
What was the budget?
its budget was 110 million.
Oh my god!
So I mean, no profit whatsoever.
But it got a sequel.
Yeah, it did get a sequel.
That's
I feel
I
like
bet that was like huge. I bet that was like massive, like VOD, DVD numbers.
I actually
like,
think it was. No, I think
Yeah,
I think it
yeah.
was back in the
that
day.
feels like a movie that was like, yeah, it's like or like cable TV, like playing that 24/7.
the trailers were everywhere too on every fucking DVD you
Yeah.
get. I saw those trailers.
It was one of those like that's what happened with Zoolander. If you look at the box office and budget, it's like fine, but it like made like a killing on DVD, and they made so much money.
Apparently,
think-
Northman did like made its budget back on like VOD sales.
Good.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
surprising.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez,
That
that
makes
was
me happy.
awful.
Oh, what? That makes
So
sense.
good.
Oh yeah, it was painful to watch.
That's why I'm just even surprised you like Evil Dead Rise, which I have to ask Maddie. I was surprised. I think your score is like the lowest one I've seen, a 3.5, eh?
Yeah, so I'll give
Yeah.
the context
Hated it.
behind it. I haven't. The only one I saw was 2013, so I actually
Oh.
haven't seen. So I'm not like I went into it just as a fan of horror, and I
Mhm.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I didn't watch it, with that backstory of being an Evil Dead fan. I did like 2013. I'm actually rewatching it next
It was
week
good.
with a couple
I
friends.
today.
just got the 4K collector's edition of the 2013 one that has like the
Nice.
unrated cut.
I'm
I haven't
pumped
watched
to-
that one
I'm
before.
pumped to
Yeah,
see
I don't
it.
know if it's a scary or disturbing list. Maybe it's just disturbing, but that's in some top 10. I could even argue to be scary because, man, especially when I saw it in the theaters, but disturbing 2013 Evil Dead is.
I only saw
That's
the
up
one
there.
time, so
It
I'm
was
really
good
looking
there.
forward to seeing it again now, especially after.
Well, you have to watch the
having
OGs.
the other one.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2013 is weird because like it is very dark and,
And
very
then-
violent, but it just feels like one of those movies that's like this is so good. Like I could rewatch it just like
Yep.
3 times in a row. Just
And
like
if you like that, you have to watch Ash versus Evil Dead. It was a great
Oh,
show.
always.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Should watch all of it.
Yeah.
It's a lot for you to take on, Maddie, but you know.
Maddie, were you just like throwing
Yeah,
your
no, I'm
popcorn
not
at the
Good
committing
screen?
to that. Sorry, I'm not.
No, I'll get it done.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. It doesn't. To be honest, it doesn't look like it appeals to me that much. The style and.
It depends. If you ever watch Army in the Darkness and you like that, then it's for you. Then definitely jump in there. But if it's like not, then you can skip. It
saying I
depends how
should
much you
start-
like.
I should start with Army as opposed to the first Evil Dead.
No,
No.
we're talking about for the
Definitely
TV
not.
show.
And
Ash.
I
Oh,
saw
the
Army of
TV
Darkness
show, okay,
before
sorry,
I saw
Okay.
Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I just rewatched the Quick and the Dead yesterday, and I learned that Sharon Stone is in that movie because she just loved Army of Darkness. Like she's like, I
Really?
want to work with Sam Raimi on anything on his next movie.
That's I forgot because I haven't seen that in so long.
I
Like, what's that
I loved
picture?
it like a lot more than the first time I watched it. It's
Yeah.
just like it's so Raimi like in everything, and the cast is crazy.
The cast
Tobin
is
Bell is in that
crazy.
movie.
He
He's-
is.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
he's the
awesome.
first guy that she kills. He's just like a total chump at gunslinging. I mean, he just dies instantly, but he's in it. He's like some weird dude. He's like
He's
carrying
rocking
around
a
like a
cowboy hat.
chain. It's like his name's like Mad Dog Kelly or something like that.
Oh yeah, no. It's
But
been a
the cast is
long
really good.
time.
Russell Crowe, Leo.
Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo's so good in that movie.
Yeah. No, I gotta.
Speaking
I
of
gotta rewatch
Tobin, though, I have a craving, man. I do it every couple of years, a Saw marathon, especially with Saw 10 coming.
Oh yeah.
I'm hitting that marathon soon. I can't wait.
Yeah, I've been wanting to, but I keep holding back because I want to wait till a little bit closer. But because for
Yeah,
us, they're all on
yeah.
Crave, and I'm like, I'll be watching all these Saws again. I'm very excited. I just want the trailer already too. You know, I want to see
Yeah.
what's going on.
Mhm.
I gotta see him in a
Yeah.
baseball cap. Like I need.
That and I did my Mission rewatch too. Mission's on its way in a couple months. I did my rewatch
Yeah.
of that. So
I'm gonna be the only Mission Impossible movie I've
Gotta
seen
watch
is
it, yeah.
Fallout. I've
Oh
only
my
seen
God.
Fallout.
Oh wow.
So good.
But
That's
I really
awesome.
loved it. But it was just like I
Yeah.
don't really care. Like this is just so
The
cool. Like
first
I don't
one's
need to know the
one's
story.
far away from that one. The first one's far away from that, man.
I'm gonna watch all of them though.
yeah, check
That's-
them
that's
out. They're
the-
great.
The
First
first
one's-
one definitely is more true to the show than anything
Yeah.
else.
for
Yeah,
sure,
it's good in a
for sure.
different way to me. That to me
For
definitely
sure.
hits on the more like the paranoid isms of like being a spy and that sort of like who can you trust? Like
Yeah.
that's what I like about that one. It's not my
Yeah.
my favorite's always 3. That's my favorite because it's just like
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, I love what JJ did with that. For me, it's the personal stakes. So like when they gave him like a wife and everything, and
Yeah.
again, Philip Seymour Hoffman. We've had a lot of great villains, but
great villain.
Seymour
Yeah.
Hoffman in that movie is like he's incredible. So yeah, 3's always my go-to. That's what made me a JJ fan. I was like, who directed this? Because I hadn't been watching Lost at the time, but yeah, 3 and they're all good. Like all of them, I think would at least be like 8 or higher. Even well, I'd have to think about 2. I enjoyed 2
two.
enough.
That's
2 is
definitely
good.
Oh,
Two is
it's
the
so
dumpster
good.
fire.
Two, it's good. It's good for like for that time of like it just has that feel
Yeah.
like early 2000s. Like as a kid, I used
Oh,
to
right on
dig
that.
so many scenes like with the stuff with the masks and stuff. It's a fun little spy thing.
I just
Three
think
is
all of
great
them I
also.
could go back and rewatch, but 2 I
Yeah.
never have. 2 I only rewatch when I'm watching them all. Like all of
Exactly,
them I have a
yeah.
specific reason.
That-
I'm like,
That scene though in 2 with like Tom Cruise, I can't remember the villain's name, but they're like on the sand dunes and they're driving their
Yeah.
motorbikes together and they just like
Yeah.
jump
just
up and
jump,
just
yeah.
like impact on each other.
I saw one of my classes were talking about like editing specifically for trailers, and we saw the trailer for Mission Impossible 2. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
There's so much slow mo in that movie. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's just like
That
slow-mo,
that
like,
saw with the
kicks in,
sand dunes. It's in the trailer.
That's
Oh,
John Woo
Is
for
it
you.
Thunderstruck?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I was gonna say, I suppose, yeah. One day you got to jump into John Woo films. That's you got a whole slew of stuff to go there. You
Yeah.
got to
Those are
watch
some I definitely want to watch. Like there's one.
Face
it
Off.
called?
You got to watch.
Yeah.
Face
But
Off
there's
is
one-
good.
Yeah.
Something Target. I think it's Hard
Hard
Target.
Target. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's produced by Sam Raimi. I've been wanting to watch
Raimi.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But Travis, permission, I do kind of what you said. When I rewatch them, I usually just start with 3, to be honest, and I make my way from there.
Yeah.
And the other ones, I'll do it if I really want to do a full rewatch. But I think, honestly, man, I think Fallout. I didn't feel this way when I first saw it, but I think Fallout's actually my favorite now. After a few watches, 3 was great too, but I think I actually picked Fallout.
Yeah,
I think I'm with you.
The first one's still my favorite, followed by Fallout.
Right.
Then Ghost Protocol is my number
Ghost
3.
Protocol is
Protocol's
awesome, man. I
phenomenal,
fucking love Ghost Protocol.
I think that might have my favorite. Like, there's so much good action in all of them, but I feel like that has my favorite set pieces in MI1, like the big tower, the like,
tower scene alone,
the tornado hurricane chase.
Yeah,
there you go,
yeah.
Manny. You got that going on, type pad.
But even not only that, I find like I rewatched it recently, and I just love like the team dynamic in that movie, and I find like the tone is a little lighter than 3. 3 is a bit more serious.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Whereas Ghost Protocol is a little lighter in tone, and it's funnier. You got the cast is great. Like I love the team. First time that Benji's out with them, so it's awesome. You gotta watch them as Bubs.
Is Ghost Protocol where they break in? Is it the Kremlin? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
I just
Renner's in too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like the whole idea is like you're out. You're like you're on your own. This is all you got left.
The only problem now is ever since 4 though, he's always out.
Now, yeah.
Every movie you're disavowed. Every movie you just.
I hate it. I hate it. Every 10 minutes, it's just like we can't have this conversation because you're not an MI agent anymore. It's just like it's like
a spy cliche though, you know. It's just,
it's just they saw 4 and they're like, oh, this really works. Like the team not getting all the gadgets.
Getting them disavowed.
Yeah, get disavowed it's like John Wick being excommunicado every fucking film, and it's just like they got to be like, okay, 5 minutes away and you're excommunicado. It's like, didn't that happen in 2? Like, why is he still being told this? Like, how many counts downs does this motherfucker get? Like, they'll like Winston will be like, you got 1 hour, and then you jump to 4 and it's like, okay, you got 2 hours to the really after you. It's like, how many false starts does this man get? And that's the same thing with Ethan Hunt. Every movie they bring him back, and they never just think like, maybe let's see what he's up to. Like maybe he's right. After like 3 movies of being disavowed, it's like maybe we should be with him this time. And no, I'm sure in fucking Dead Reckoning he's gonna be kicked out 5 minutes in. Like,
and no one's gonna believe him. He's gonna have all the answers. No one believes him. They think he's crazy every freaking time.
Yeah.
Even by Fallout, after all this time, they're like, "Fuck this guy. We can't trust him. Like we've betrayed him so many times, so now we shouldn't trust him because he's probably like." It's just,
Hunt, how many times have been right? Don't answer that question. You're out.
I'm kind of hoping part 1 ends with him actually being a bad guy and they're right this time, you know. But no, it's gonna. I feel like in part 2 he's gonna get like the Logan No Time to Die death. What are you doing, Taylor?
There we go.
Are you watching Mission Impossible 3 right now?
It looks like Tom's like sneaking up behind you, man. I don't know about that.
He looks like he's gonna force choke you.
Strangle him, yeah.
Just let it happen.
Yeah.
It's like Tom Cruise Sith. I like it.
Oh yeah, but 2, he's eaten. He's gonna die like a hero's death and stuff like that.
With the teddy bear in his hand.
Will Tom Cruise allow
That's
that?
when Tom Cruise dies in real life. That's his final stunt.
Oh god! You gotta
That's how he
kill
ends
one
the
take.
movie.
Yeah. No,
if somebody's going to kill himself for a movie so he gets more views, it's going to be him.
I don't know.
That's his final curtain call. He's just going to go out.
Scientology's going to like resurrect him or something. So that's why
they've already got the AI
Which
already
one's the
really
one where he's
walking
going to
around.
space?
So.
That has to be the part 2, right? Yeah.
Oh no, that's a different.
Oh no,
movie
it's a different movie.
Yeah, with
That
I
would
think
be
it's.
awesome.
But even then, 12, they're going to space for sure.
Oh
They're
yeah.
gonna film a
Fast already did it, so he's behind.
Yeah. Oh,
Or if he's not going to space there, he's gonna be the villain of well, not now. There's room. They filming another movie. Got him in there. He's friends with Vin, secret villain of the whole franchise. He's Charlize's boss, who's already the boss of all the other villains, but he's her boss now.
I get to see the
What's
way
happening
they
with Taylor up
shoehorned
there?
in Momoa into those. Like, remember, I was out there in the background.
He's gonna be.
and you
He's
did
gonna be.
this.
They're
It's
gonna
be
They're
that.
show
It's
the
gonna be
first race from the
Yep.
first movie, and he's in the
yeah.
crowd.
It's that I laughed so hard when I saw like they pulled the thing back and Momoa's there. I was like, oh,
just
give me a
standing there,
break.
yeah.
Come on.
No, Tom Cruise is gonna be like, so where did my VHSs go? Like, and they're gonna go tie it all back to them stealing cassette tapes.
Or they're gonna tie back to Han again. It's gonna be like he didn't actually like the reason he crashed is actually like he was like the car manufacturer and made the car like faulty or something to kill him to get to Dom.
Yeah. No, I think you'll
He's
get
the
that.
evil Mr. Nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know.
Mr. Nobody's like, it's like he like died off screen in F9.
He'll be Mr. Somebody.
They go to look. It's so hilarious because the F9 starts. They go to like the jungles to find Mr. Nobody because his plane crashed, and they get there and they get ambushed, and then they don't mention Mr. Nobody at all. Like they didn't find him, so he's just dead, I guess. I mean, he's probably nice, he's probably still alive.
Yeah,
but in the next movie, I think, well, there's Little Nobody. What's the actor's name?
It's Brie Larson.
No, she's his daughter, but he also has like his apprentice guy.
Oh, Eastwood.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scott
Eastwood. Yeah, he's like his son or something. His character in the credits is called Little Nobody. But yeah, now Brie Larson's his daughter too. So that's the third family.
Daughter?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the third family because there's the Torettos, there's the Shaws,
yeah,
and now there's a Nobody's.
One big happy family.
Whenever people talk about these movies, I genuinely can't tell what's real and what people are making.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it sounds like
I
Game
don't
of
know.
Thrones. You got the Shaws, and then remember the Hob because he's with Shaw's sister now. He's going to be part of the Shaws.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We got to get Vanessa Kirby back. Well, actually, no, I don't know if we gotta, but sure.
Roman Reigns is back.
Oh yeah, we got Roman. Yeah, Roman Reigns. Yeah, and I can't wait. John Cena and The Rock gonna be in a movie together. It's gonna be a great time. They have to do a scene together. They have to, not in this one, but obviously in 11, they have to do a Cena Rock scene. It's fate. It has to happen. You know, so the box office will explode.
Why Vanessa Kirby's character is Shaw's sister?
Yeah, and they pair her with The Rock. They like fall in love.
Jeez, okay.
And Hobbs and Shaw, and they have. If you were to put the worst like on-screen chemistry, like a list of 10, they're up there. They're because the Rock. I
just remember from the trailer. The trailer's like hilariously edited. That honestly, like unironic, might be one of my favorite trailers of all time. It's like I think it's like the Hobbs and Shaw final trailer. It's just like so ridiculous. It shows the entire movie, but it's like the lines they put in the movie. It's like Idris Elba. It's like $2 billion worth of us and two of them. It's like the movie's just so ridiculous.
Oh yeah. No, and The Rock, unfortunately, he doesn't really have on-screen chemistry with anybody that's a female. That's not a thing for him.
And speaking of even Vanessa Kirby or relatives in movies, I didn't even notice on what the fuck is going on.
That's
there.
where Jason Momoa is, right? You gotta move to the left, Taylor, because we can't see Momoa. Oh, it's you.
God.
I removed
Oh,
him, so
it's you.
I'm in there. I'm in behind the vaults.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Taylor, the most
Keep
vicious
going back.
bastard.
Also, isn't Vanessa Kirby in Mission Impossible as well?
She
Yeah,
is.
well,
Yeah,
I was
she's
gonna
Black
say
Widow
I
or something.
didn't notice on the first watch, but apparently she's the daughter of the character Ethan deals with in the first one.
Yeah.
What's her name again, Chris? Do you remember the character's name in Mission 1? What's her name?
It's
something with an M. I think it was
M.
an M. Or the
Just Duty Dench's M.
first
The
letter.
crossover
Yeah.
with Bond
John
as
Boyd's
well.
character, right? It's John Boyd's character.
No,
right?
no, it's a lady. It's an older lady that he. Deals
Oh
with.
yeah, the French one, English
Yeah,
English one, yeah.
Apparently, Vanessa Kirby's her daughter, and
Oh,
when
of
I watched
course.
Fallout, she actually says it like when he's walking into the club.
You're right.
To see her for
Yep.
the first time. She's talking about it, and that was a cool little
Mhm.
Easter egg.
I just loved seeing when I saw that the first trailer for Dead Reckoning, seeing Kittredge. I said, "Oh, I'm already sold. Bringing back
yeah.
Kittredge after all these years, yes."
Yeah,
For you, if your MI's one's your favorite, then yeah, there's lots of good
Yeah.
stuff there. But
you're gonna turn invisible, Taylor, if you keep going backwards. Honestly,
yeah.
You want me to
What
go
the fuck?
invisible?
you're
What did you-
disappearing into the ether.
What did you have up
Going
there,
into the
Kirkland?
vault.
Kirkland, what did you have that? I
Stand
saw
up, do the
it.
Jason Momoa and the
That was
fact.
so weird.
Yeah.
Do the Jason Momoa.
You can stand in the middle, yeah.
Someone screen grab that.
go to the
That's a
left
meme
more.
within
Get your
itself.
arms out.
What is that, Taylor? Or Kirkland?
It's Henry Cavill. Oh, let me turn that off. It's Henry Cavill
Yeah.
choking out Tom Cruise.
Why do you have that
Jesus.
one?
Ethan
Why?
Hunt.
Green screen.
That's your screensaver.
Just
Ethan
look
Hunt getting
funny.
choked out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, as we're closing off here, that's what I say. What's everyone's most anticipated movie? I'd say from like the summer, because call it summer preview. So you got from now the rest of May to let's go August. What's the if you're gonna only buy one ticket, what are you going to see?
Oppenheimer.
Mission.
Really? Oppenheimer is your number one?
Yeah, why not?
I was
God.
surprised. Number one.
Such a glowing endorsement. It's my number one pick. Says Kirklin. Why not?
Why not? On the back of the Blu-ray. That'll be my quote.
Put that on the poster right there, Kirklin.
Like even over Spider-Verse, I was surprised. You
No,
know?
definitely not. That's the troll pick. Spider-Verse would be
That's
the
the
number
troll.
one. Yeah.
Spider-Verse number one. Yeah. What about you, Carl? Because I feel like you're seeing a lot of stuff on VOD and stuff like now. But what do you?
Yeah, well, for me, it's gonna be half the Flash,
Yeah,
isn't
of
it?
course.
Yeah, it's
The
to be my
what?
boy, the Flash.
Okay, you made it sound like you said the Flash.
I
so
thought you
didn't
said
know
half the
Flash.
Flash. I'm like,
Half
what
Flash.
It's
Starring Ezra Miller.
What great horror movie is this?
It's gonna have to be the Flash. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Have to
Excited
stick
for
with
that
my
one?
boy.
Think it's gonna be good?
If Ezra Miller wasn't it, yeah, but
Well,
you know,
They're,
we can't change that.
they're in it twice, so you got that.
Yeah.
going.
Maybe 3 times.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
maybe 3 times. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll see. I'll give it a chance. It does look better than I thought it was going to from the trailer. So
That's good.
my only fear is I really just don't want Peacemaker to disappear. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet or
I
not.
don't think it's gonna happen in this movie. So I think
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
happening either way.
There's some
Yeah.
like sea snap that happens, and he just.
I
gets
want
taken out.
some. Yeah,
James
I want
Gunn
him to
is
stay
like
around.
putting Peacemaker in a bubble, and he just survives whatever happens in this movie.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
And Harcourt, she survives too. That's the
Oh, of
only
course.
characters that
yeah,
live.
yeah. Only problem is, Carl, you're not gonna get that at least till 2026 because he says he's gonna do Peacemaker
Damn,
2
my
after
God.
Superman. So
Who gives a shit about Superman? I'm sick of
Well,
seeing Superman.
David Zaslav, if you
Whoa.
want Superman's biggest superhero of all time, you need a new. There hasn't been a Superman in
No.
28 years if you ask Zaslav.
Yeah.
He doesn't know fucking math. He never understands. It's like it's been less than a decade, man. Like Man of Steel exists. Like
It shouldn't
You don't
exist,
see
but
that
it
as
does.
a real
Yeah.
Superman movie.
Yeah, well,
that's
okay, I
it.
agree with
it's
him
not
there.
real. Yeah, it's no Christopher Reeve Superman movie. You know, but yeah, Flash. Yeah, you got a month and 4 days, Carl. You're getting close.
Yeah,
You know?
getting there.
Yeah. No,
For
I
me-
think for me that's it too. While Carl's talking about Flash, for Spider-Verse quality, yes, but it's just because Keaton. I gotta see Keaton. So that's what you're
For-
saying.
Yeah, for me, it's still Indiana Jones. I'm just like, from that
Nice.
first trailer, that's been like my most anticipated one. And I don't know, I just really want to see like everything I see of it. I'm just like so excited for it.
And you've seen
Yeah.
all the quadrilogy.
Yeah,
right?
I am going to rewatch them. I saw that they're doing like a Raiders of the Lost Ark re-release
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
June 2nd. I'm gonna see that.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
that'll be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. What about you, April? And why is it the Boogeyman?
That's my second choice.
Oh, I
You're
thought
not
you
wrong.
for sure. I thought it'd be...
I'm gonna go with the last voyage of the Demeter. I'm pretty excited.
Ooh.
Andre Overdahl.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's the.
The Dracula.
Is
that's
that like
the
a summer movie
vampire.
though?
Yeah.
It comes out in
It's like-
August. He
Yeah,
said
it
through
does.
August.
Okay.
Yeah. That's that vampire ship one, right? Where
Yeah.
That looks
it's
cool.
Dracula.
Oh yeah, I did see
on
that
the
trailer.
ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that does look
no,
good.
That is interesting. Yeah, I think I'm with Asbub. So like, I gotta pull what's going on in October because like, why are they not putting that October?
October is you got Saw,
Five
FNAF,
Nights at Freddy's.
Exorcist.
Yeah. So they can't. Which Exorcist apparently test screenings have been fucking apparently brutal. It's not.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
all
David
the-
Gordon Green back out again.
Maybe they'll let him make him stop after the first one this time.
That's the rumor
He's
he
got
wants.
a trilogy planned. You know, Exorcist
know.
kills, Exorcist ends. He's
Well, there-
ready.
There is a rumor going around that he signed onto that trilogy, and then after Halloween, the rumor was that he kind of like regretted signing on to the Exorcist trilogy. So he might only do the first one, but there's just rumors of people saying like one, the test screenings weren't good, and two, people just saying it was a very tough shoot. That's apparently what it was. So it wasn't. I don't think they're gonna have the same success as Halloween, and I also just don't know. I don't think people are really asking for a new Exorcist. You know, like I could be wrong, but I just don't think. I think if they they'd rather just see like a re-release of the original. I don't know. I just feel like that's a movie that it's just about the original. I know there's sequels and prequels, and there was the show, but
Exorcist 3 is great, and the show was really good. If they're gonna do anything else, they should just continue the show.
yeah, but like that 3 one, was that a straight to DVD one or was that a theatrical one?
I think it was theatrical.
Was it theatrical? I just
I
feel
think
like
The
no
first
one.
3 were.
Okay, I just feel like no one talks about anything but The Exorcist. Where at least
I
like
mean,
Halloween, like Nightmare on Elm Street, like you have like even Saw, you have like, oh, people love 6 or people love New Nightmare or people love like H2O or like even I guess Halloween 2018. Like there's stuff like
Halloween
that. But I feel like,
Resurrections, the fourth best one.
yeah, of course, yeah. But like no one talks about Exorcist other than just the first one, you know. So I
I don't know. I think 3 gets a lot of talk about it.
I
It's got the
guess.
greatest jump scare in like the history.
It
of
does, yeah. I
cinema.
got to rewatch it. As well. Yeah, but yeah, because I never watched the show. The last thing I saw was
The show
Exorcist
was good.
beginning, and I wasn't too fond of the.
Yeah, no, that one's not
beginning.
Oh, There was a Poltergeist: The Legacy show, wasn't there? Or am I dreaming that up?
No, wasn't there a
There's
movie
a
called
remake.
Poltergeist Legacy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a movie.
Yeah.
There was a TV series, I think, as well.
Oh.
I have no
Just
idea.
over
I'm
there,
gonna have to look
Carl.
that.
We
I
didn't
just-
get that one.
Well, it was definitely made in America because we don't make shit. I look
What
that
about-
up.
What about you, Chris? I think I know your answer as well.
See, this is tough because there's a lot of labors of love in June.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I got 4 weeks of 4 banger movies at that point. But
it's gonna be a good time.
I can go with the nostalgia pick of Indiana Jones just
Mhm.
because I live and breathe that movie, and it's like as Bub says, it's just there's a lot just feeling good about that movie. But I will have to say, when it comes down to it, the one I'm more intrigued by than anything else, that it's just because there hasn't been a lot and they've done a good job just kind of keeping it. It's Dead Reckoning. Dead Reckoning is gonna be my my one I'm looking forward to the most.
And I think it's not gonna hit Top Gun numbers, but I think that's gonna be pretty big. That especially Marvel's moved out of like what was July or August,
Yeah.
whatever that date was. So July, like I think there's some other stuff in there, but like Haunted Mansion's not gonna get in the way of that. Like I don't know I think Haunted Mansion's gonna be a movie that might eat it, unfortunately, because I just
I
don't.
feel like it might
Just
be
a
like
bit.
good, but not make much money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
It looks funny.
Probably
I
a
mean,
good
the
streaming
cast is
movie.
pretty
Mhm.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's a movie that's going to play very well in October
Yeah.
on Disney Plus, and you'll see it.
Yeah.
But I just want to see people keep talking about fucking Jared Leto's like Hatbox Ghost. I want to see. I feel like people are building up way too much. Like, oh, just wait.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people in this movie who are like, I'm sure they're like in it for like 1 second, and they've
Yeah.
announced it. Like they announced that Winona Ryder's in it, but I'm sure she's in it for like 1 second.
No,
They announced at like D23 that she's in it, and I don't think she was even at D23 when they
No,
announced
we
it.
haven't seen anything about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, and that's
What about Kirklin? Kirklin, what's your pick?
Spider-Verse.
Most anticipated Spider-Verse?
Oh yeah, definitely part 2.
And
Or
Taylor?
number 1, part 1.
So there
Honestly-
was a Poltergeist: The Legacy with 88 episodes.
88 episodes.
88.
88.
Yes,
When was this
4
come out?
seasons.
When's-
In 1996 to 99.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey,
it was like
nice.
wasn't even alive.
Nightmares.
That's my birthday year.
But I remember watching it and I'm being quite freaky. But I don't
Is
remember an
it? I'm
Exorcist
gonna have to
one.
watch it now.
Yeah, that was quite good.
The older crowd will only know this. Do any of you remember the Friday the 13th TV show that had
Yeah.
nothing to do with Jason? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was. Yeah, they had the
Hmm.
rights to the name Friday the 13th, but they didn't have the rights to Jason. So it was just a show of like it was an anthology show of them going and getting different heirlooms that were like scary, but had nothing to do with Jason.
Was it Crystal
Friday the
Lake?
13th rights issues are like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kirkland?
you're right.
Were they at
Yeah,
Crystal
we have
Lake?
Nope, not at all.
Nope.
It's just like Friday
Oh,
the
you-
13th being more like a bad luck thing.
Oh no.
It was
Sounds
like a
like the
really
Venom
bad
movie.
Twilight Zone show.
It
Like,
was,
just
yeah.
awful.
But I used to watch it all the time because in Canada there was this network called the Scream Network, and I watched the shit of those episodes. There was some dark stuff in there. It wasn't awful, but it's not. Yeah, it's a poor man's Twilight Zone. It really is. So, yeah, Maddie, you didn't say for you.
Mission for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pumped for Flash too, like you said, just for Keaton, definitely. But I love those Mission movies, man. And they're every few years they're a rare commodity, and on the big screen too, it's gonna be awesome.
For me, my second favorite would probably be Barbie and then Flash.
what I was
I'm
just
just
about to
like
bring up,
Yeah,
very
I would go with
intrigued
Barbie.
about Barbie.
Boogeyman and then Barbie.
Barbie,
Yeah, my
I
second
get,
one
yeah.
would be Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Mhm.
No, I forgot. Yeah, because now Mission Impossible comes out July 12th, so it's not a week, but a week after is Barbie and Oppenheimer. And yeah, Barbie, I can't wait. And then after's Haunted Mansion, and then you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And
Man, it's
Oh, that
that's
actually looks really
that's
good,
buzz.
yeah.
Yeah.
oh, that's literally like it's that way
Looks fun.
of it's Taylor for you, Insidious Red Door, which I didn't say
That's
this,
my
Taylor, but I'll say
pick.
this now. There was there was a tweet by a scooper, and it was so funny because it was like, "Hey, for all those excited for Insidious
Oh,
Red
yeah.
Door, don't be."
Oh.
Apparently, it's just test screened like really bad and stuff like that. But that's literally July. It's like okay, so June 30th, it's Indiana Jones, and the next day or next week, it's Insidious and Joyride. I really want to see Joyride with Stephanie Shu. It's like that the Girls
Oh,
Vegas
yeah,
movie.
that
Yeah,
I'm excited for No Hard Feelings. I'm gonna see it
Yeah.
in theaters. It
J-Lo,
looks good.
J-Lo, yeah.
And then after that, that's
Yes.
when you get Mission Impossible. Then after that, you get the Barbie and Oppenheimer, and then you
My
got Haunted
God.
Mansion, and then you got Turtles, and then Taylor. Maybe I was surprised it wasn't your pick, The Meg too.
What about Transformers? Is
That's before Indy. That's I was
No
just
one's
reading
got
off August, but yeah.
Transformers on their most anticipated.
Taylor? Is Insidious actually your pick over Transformers? Really?
I would say so. I'm just super excited to have
Wow.
Darth Maul come back and like Tiptoe. Like, oh man, there's so many things in that franchise I'm excited to see again.
The Meg 2,
Yeah.
Taylor, you got that?
Your rewatch.
August 4th.
Meg
The
2.
trash.
I mean,
IMAX, the Meg 2.
I need you to go see that with me,
Who is
Travis.
it
I'm
gonna
not
be?
seeing that. I'm legitimately like, it's not even me joking. I know sometimes I joke, I say I won't say it. As a man now that has 3 kids and many things to do, I'm not spending time to see the Meg. That's just one I can't. I will watch it happily on VOD, but I don't have the bandwidth of life to dedicate 2 hours to the Meg. I didn't enjoy the first one as much as you, and I didn't even watch the trailer. I can't. We didn't need a second one. I get it. They made lots of money, so it's fine. But and then the summer ends off. Well, I always forget Blue Beetle. I feel like
I was about to say Blue Beetle, yeah.
Nope.
I always for August 18th.
Well, I'm a Cobra Kai guy, so
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
so
rooting
am
for
I,
it.
but still,
Yeah,
it's just,
I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him.
I am
It's
too,
funny
it's
because
just-
I say like Blue Beetle. It's like if this is like an HBO Max movie, I'd be very excited. And it's funny because it was an HBO Max movie and they put it
Yeah.
in theaters.
I just feel like when we go through this, when we list off all these movies, it just like the 2 weeks back to back in August, you got Gran Turismo and Blue Beetle. I just think
Oh,
2
my
movies that are not going to do
I
well. 'cause
saw that. That was the first time I'd seen the trailer when I went to go see Guardians on Tuesday. I
Turismo?
was like,
Hmm.
yeah, Gran
Looks
Turismo. The first time I
interesting.
seen the trailer, I was like, oh, they're really leaning hard into this whole video game becomes the okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's an idea.
I don't even know what that I like. That could make like 30 to 40 million like
I
overall.
think they're
not
thinking
even opening
this
weekend,
this is our Top Gun Maverick. You know,
No.
Sony, they're confident.
not gonna happen. And yeah, that's why I just feel again with Blue Beetle. I just feel like that's why it just might not do well because there's gonna be people from like May to July are gonna be spending so much money on movies.
Mhm.
In August, they might be like, I'll
catch
wait
it
for
at
Blue
Max.
Beetle. Yeah, and
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah, I think
don't
as Bubs nailed it. Like I actually in a way like I'd be kind of super down to watch it from home once it's out, but like I don't see myself going to the theater for it.
I mean, I feel like this is gonna be one of the like there is in theaters 30 days most before it's on Max.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Maybe
Because even
Now,
like
now, here's the question: Does it do better than
Mm.
Shazam?
what's Shazam's overall? That's
I don't
what
think it
some-
does better than Shazam. 'Cause
What
I
was
feel
Shazam?
like
I didn't even hear
Because,
Shazam's
People
numbers.
even
Think it's bad.
knew who
Shazam
was.
had like no hype, but it was like a sequel.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle is like I don't know. It's just like
I don't know. I might take the over on that, Chris.
Okay, I'm curious. It's just like you said, Espubs. It's a sequel that didn't have much publicity. This one, it's it's got I mean, the first trailer was okay. The visuals for the costume are great, but I'll be very curious to see what they put out in the second trailer.
And you do every once in a while, like Suicide Squad, the first one, Guardians, I think Hangover. Like there's a couple. I know there's one also I'm missing. Like there's some movies in August that have come out before and like done really, really well. So there's a chance that maybe it's like some last
Mm-hmm.
ditch, like this is the last movie of the summer. Because I guess I should pull it before that's what's even in September. But yeah, does anyone have the box office for Shazam?
I don't know, but I would just watch the trailer for Blue Beetle and it's just getting strong Beetleborg vibes.
Beetleborg. Good callback.
What's
Like,
that?
yeah, September is the only clear month because September got Equalizer 3, which will do what it does. You got Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, it'll do what it does. The Nun 2, same thing. Like there's no September is the 1 month of like pause, like little ones.
is
So there's
Expendables 4 still coming out in September? That's
I
been
don't see it
delayed,
listed
like-
here, so I think they delayed it again. So you
Yeah.
got a Haunting in Venice. So there's a chance Blue Beetle at the end, maybe, just maybe it could like hit. And the same day it's coming out with Strays, which I think that's another movie that's not gonna do well. I don't know who's
They delayed
Yeah, they're
Strays.
pushing that one pretty hard.
to August. Yeah, that's
Oh.
the same day. It's the same day as Blue Beetle now. Strays.
They
Box
delayed it because of the
office.
writer's strike. It's actually
Why?
because they had like a lot of their marketing was going to be based around like going on all the late night shows, and since they're all done, they just
Oh.
like lost like a majority of their marketing, so they just moved it.
Because they're hoping in August it'll be over and they can go on late night
Yeah.
shows.
Because I guess they didn't invest much in like trailers or like all that kind of which makes sense because like with the cast, I don't know, you get like Will Ferrell and stuff like on the shows to like promote the movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But yeah, it's just like weird. Like I hadn't Like that is the reason why it's delayed. Like the movie's done, but they just like without that marketing, they don't think it'll do
That
well.
makes sense.
So box office for Fear of the Gods worldwide 133.
Worldwide 133.
Yeah, 57 domestic, 75
God.
international.
And the first one's like almost 400 million.
Yeah.
133.
That is like a
According
huge
to,
bomb.
according to Box Office Mojo.
You know what? I could take the under. I'm going to take the under because there's a chance Blue Beetle in some international markets could play really strong. So
Yeah.
I'll take the over. I bet if I
Yeah,
said
the over is nice, honestly. Yeah.
At 133. That's low.
That's it. Blue Beetle could do that. Could definitely do that.
Yeah.
133, man.
It's different, you know. I guess Shazam, and there was a lot of factors that played into it. At least Blue Beetle, it's
They need to lean
bit
hard
different.
into the
George Lopez.
community on that one.
Yeah. I
George
think they will.
Lopez.
George
But even
Lopez.
then, with like Zaslav, like how much does he want to spend on Blue Beetle?
Not
Like,
much. I
It's
don't
definitely
think.
not.
No,
Yeah.
it's all gonna go. They're gonna save.
It's gonna
up.
have to be good, and then there's gonna have to be word of mouth.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the way it's gonna.
they're just saving up all that marketing advertisement for 2025 Superman Legacy, and you're gonna you talk about a trailer, you're gonna get
No money
over and
spent in
over.
2024.
Yeah, because like I don't think honestly Joker. For Joker 2, you just drop one teaser and you're done. Like everyone's gonna go see. Like once you show Joaquin, Lady Gaga, they're in the movie together. They show her
Fuck yeah.
Harley Quinn look. You like you could sell that movie on a minute teaser, and that's all you need. That doesn't need much marketing. Like the hype will build itself for Joker 2.
You put a few cool posters up
Yep.
that are just like
Yeah.
art. Like doesn't even have to be like pictures of them. But just like a
Joker
cool
across
painting.
the screen and a laugh, and it will sell.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and just quick flashes. Maybe send Joaquin to Comic-Con and just make him hate his fucking life. You know, just like
Yeah,
we're not-
you just do one of those costume tests, like they did like the Batman costume test. Just do that, make that the main trailer. That's like
Oh, yeah.
$1 billion movie right there.
yeah. No, I think that'll.
Keaton's back in the Joker.
You want to get nuts? Well, you got all three of us.
Oh my god.
He's wearing like the CGI. It's like this is just Joker, but then there's Keaton in like the CGI bad suit
Yeah.
in the middle of the movie. He just fights Joaquin.
No. Like he's part.
He's
He's
doing
part
like
of
the Flash action where he's like flying up and like throwing him down.
I'll do you one better. He's one of the inmates, and they said, "Yeah, this crazy guy back here keeps on talking about he's Batman or something like that."
It's Vulture from the Sony.
Yes.
version
I don't know. I
teleported
got
into the
here. Something
prison
about
cell.
Spider-Man.
I hear this vampire
Food
wanted to
tastes
start like a
better here.
little
That's what
group.
he says.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I that broke my brain just thinking about Keaton.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is I hate like I'm not as big as a hater of the line as everybody else, but I swear every new T-spot and teaser all have the "you want to get nuts, let's get nuts." Like it's in every fucking one, and I'm already sick of.
It's a bit too on the nose.
I'm never
sick of
sick
him
of it.
saying-
I love
I'm
it.
What's
I'm-
another line he can say that you're referencing
just,
Batman 89?
he would just say I'm Batman. Like those would be the two. but like I get.
He just quotes like some random line from the movie. Like they make it like an epic moment, but he's just saying like anything, and it's just like
Send
a
Knox a
line from
grand.
fr-
You know.
Yeah, there you go. That's the
Yeah.
line.
But yeah, no, I get it. I think in the movie it'll play fine. It's just that I get it all all these TV spots I keep seeing in. you
Yeah.
know,
I think the stuff that makes it like so like especially is just because like there's like a huge pot because they're waiting for like the audience reaction. So like in the I'm Batman one, he says like yeah, and there's like a 5-second pause. They said like I'm Batman, and like another 5-second pause, and then like the
Yeah.
music starts. They're just expecting like the huge audience moment right there.
And I hope I've been saying that for a while that I think people are gonna love it. I'm just really hoping the Flash is like a fun theater going experience.
Mhm.
I want that. I want the cheers and the happy. I don't want like the you want to get nuts, let's get nuts, and it just be crickets in my theater. Like if it is,
What's he talking about?
Yeah, my skin is gonna crawl if like for all this stuff it's just like dead,
Like completely
silent.
silent, dude.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, "Well, you revealed it in the trailer. Well, am I going
Yeah.
to respond to it now?"
And I feel like I've had
Mm.
those before where something happens and it's just dead silence. Like, oh, okay, if people are enjoying this as much as me, here we go. You know,
Yeah,
And
'cause
that's
that's
why
like a lot of people that's gonna go over their heads too. You know, like
yeah, you got to be a big fan.
That's it. There's a lot of us that know it, but I feel like there's equally even people that have seen like those movies. Like my parents have obviously seen Batman '89, but there's no way they remember that line. You know, so
No.
Or they just like the meme and have no reference of it.
Yeah, it's
There
just
you
Everyone's Leo at that moment. Yep, saw it. Yep.
yeah.
go. That's better. At least they.
No,
It's
if
my-
I get Grant Gustin in it, I'll be happy. That'll make me.
I don't think you are. Carl.
Yeah,
I don't
don't
think I'm
think
gonna
you're
get
getting
it.
it.
Don't think I'm
No,
getting it.
no
but
room in it for him.
that-
you know.
that will
They
forgive
put all the other
everything.
cameras.
You know,
That'll
what?
forgive
That's what they
everything.
said. I forget
Throw a
who said.
picture
You
of
know,
him in
I
the
think
background.
it was
Yeah.
like Saffron or something. They said like, yeah, there's no room for Grant Gustin in the Flash.
Shocking.
Like we
Such
couldn't
the
find a way to
biggest-
put him in.
The minute Ray Fisher was out of it at that point, yeah, that whole thing doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's just I just knew that was gonna
Heartbroken.
happen. That like of course they would let Ezra be in the show, but they won't let Grant be in the movies. It's just like it's such like a like and he said like oh it's fine whatever it is what it is. It's like it's just such a little slap in the face. Especially
Yeah.
we've heard there's like tons of cameos in this movie. It's like you're telling me you couldn't have him run through the fucking Speed Force and you don't see Grant there at all? Like come on, it's just. I don't know. Hopefully they're just all good liars and something happens, but I don't think they are. I think they're all prepping us for no Grant's really
the
not
Agents of Shield are showing up in the MCU first before Grant Gustin and the. I feel
those
like
are
there
facts.
were the rumors for a Secret Invasion. I haven't heard anything in like a
Yeah.
year. I'm not confident anymore.
on Agents of Shield.
Coulson's
There
coming
were
back.
rumors for like
Coulson's
Secret
back.
Invasion.
Quake.
It's like yeah, Daredevil's
Quake,
in it,
yeah.
Quake's in it.
Right, I
haven't heard
remember the
anything in a
Daredevil
year.
rumors. Yeah, I hope those are still true. I remember those early Daredevil
Can't wait to
rumors.
see
that-
Ben Affleck back.
Yeah, he's busy slamming
Secret
doors.
Wars, baby, happening.
Oh yeah, in 2030 we're gonna get Secret
Yeah.
Wars. Yeah. So far away, and then I guarantee you, after this writer strike's done, I promise you, I think Jeff Loveness is not going to be around anymore. I think it's because I was listening to Marvel Alliance, which you could have listened on the Patreon feed for a little bit.
Yeah.
When you guys were talking about, I think it is going to go that route where I think they're going to get a new writer for Kang Dynasty because they've just been getting new writers for like Thunderbolts, Blade. I think they're going to read a script. And maybe it's even as good, but I feel like they're gonna get someone to punch it up for sure.
Michael
I
Waldron's
think
Kang
Secret
Dynasty.
Wars is safe. I think he's safe with Secret Wars though. What's his
Who,
face?
Loveness or
No.
Waldron? Yeah, Waldron's doing
Waldron's
Secret.
safe. Yeah,
Waldron's doing
safe.
Secret Wars, and then Loveness is doing
Yeah.
Dynasty. I think he's the one that's
Mm-hmm.
could be even if I don't think he'll get fully erased. Just like someone will come in to like
Punch it up.
it might get like a Jeff Loveness and someone else or vice versa. And yeah,
Put the
Waldron.
beef team on there.
Marcus
Yeah.
McFeely.
I wish it was Marcus McFeely, man. I don't know why. Like,
I mean, they wrote the Gray Man.
Did they write the Gray Man as well?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I thought it was just Russo's. I thought
No.
Russo.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I guess so. Yeah. it's tough. It's tough. Did they write Citadel at all?
They probably did.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna
Okay. Well,
not,
end
not
on
to
that
break
one.
your heart.
Yeah, no, because I thought it was like, well, at least we get them back if the Roosters are having some issues. But man, yeah, no, because last week I watched the Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame trilogy. Man, it just flows together so well. It's so great and stuff. And yeah, I don't know.
No, they didn't write what's it called?
Citadel? They didn't.
No, they didn't.
Okay. Well,
They're writing the next Russo brothers movie, which is
Oh.
like I think this is a Netflix movie.
yeah.
Where
'cause
it's
they-
called the Electric State.
Oh.
It's Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
The cast is weird. It's Chris Pratt, Stanley Tucci,
Yeah.
Brian Cox, and Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown, right? And it's something like
It's like a
Pratt's her uncle or
post-apocalyptic
something.
thing.
Yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, no, because remember Russo's got like a big fat check, and they got like they have like a 5-year deal with Netflix or something like
Yeah.
that. 'Cause-
I'm looking at the IMDb cast, and the cast is so random. I can't tell if this is like real or not.
I think
It's
it
'cause
is.
It says
'cause
Anthony Mackie, Jason Alexander, Kiwi Kwan, Giancarlo
Oh,
Esposito as a
I don't know
voice.
about that. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I
like
remember
I can't
someone
tell.
else
It's like
That's a
it's
voice.
possible.
Carlos just vocals. He's just providing vocals.
Oh, it's Giancarlo. He got a good voice.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, and don't get me started. Did anyone watch Ghosted? Anyone watch that?
No,
movie?
no,
I have
the
like
chick-
I
can't
want to
stop.
watch it. Like I know it's
Oh, the
bad, but
Anna
I
de
kind of want to
Armas
watch
one?
it.
Yeah,
I saw
that
you
was
watched it,
real
Travis. But,
bad.
yeah, the trailer was enough. That's all I needed to see.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
good. And there's
I knew
so
it was.
many Chris Evans
Not
MCU
good.
jokes. It's so frustrating.
Oh
I don't
my
care. I'm gonna
God.
spoil it. He literally
He's-
does the "I can do this all day" in the movie.
No
It's
way.
fucking it's
Ah.
exhausting to watch. Like he does that. He's like, I could do this all
Are
day. And
you
it's like,
serious?
why? You left it. You left it.
Seriously, yeah, you're trying to.
The best cameo Evans has had related to the MCU was Free Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, but it
yeah,
was.
that worked, and that
That-
was because it was
that-
like the shield and like
It was
it's
good
using-
when Hemsworth picked up the hammer in Men in
Yep.
Black International. That was good.
Yeah, like stuff like that, but literally saying a line from the MCU as Captain America, like as your ghosted character, and it's
And he
always weird.
was
It's wait,
Wow,
so
he's big on
unlikable.
screen.
He's
Oh,
just
yeah.
the most unlikable version of
I think what's weird about the
Yeah.
movie is like I'd seen like for like a year like the set photos and the cast, and it's like I did not know what the movie was about. And the first trailer came out, and just like all my hype for it was gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that was exactly
it
me.
was just like
He's
just
the
like from
villain of that
100 to
movie.
0,
Yeah.
just like instantly.
But
It's
Travis,
like
I
500
know-
Days of Summer. They make because I've seen some people be like, oh yeah, like he just learns from no, like he's the type of guy that like he would get canceled if he was in real like his actions they are very questionable, but he's like the romantic lead and it's just like very questionable.
In
like,
Ghosted,
oh yeah, Chris, like
it should have been a horror movie.
and it's like
when I
it
saw the
should have
trailer
been, yeah.
the first time, I thought it was gonna be because he's like, I'm gonna follow this girl to Europe after we had one date. Like, no, that's
Oh yeah, they
not
have
for me.
one.
There are laws, sir. There are laws against that, sir.
It's so weird. They have a meeting. I'll just spoil it. They have a meeting and they fucking hate each other. But just because like he finds her attractive, he's like, yeah, so you want to go out? And like, so he's unlikable the whole time. They sleep together. While they sleep together, he takes a photo of her. She's asleep. She takes a
and
photo
fix it like
of
a
her.
screensaver.
Yeah,
on his
it's her
phone.
it's his screensaver.
What?
And this is one date, and then it's like a week of she doesn't answer him, and he tracks her fucking phone. He
He tracks his inhaler.
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
still okay.
But yeah,
tracks
he
his
still
hair,
tracks her.
He tracks her, and then yeah, what does he do after he's only spent one day with this woman? He flies halfway across the country to surprise her.
Oh, halfway
and-
across the world.
Yeah, halfway across the world. Yeah, thank you. And then
I'm
she
sure
even-
she was surprised.
and it's so weird because in the middle of the movie, she's like, "This is all creepy. Like, I like." Who would do such a thing? But then they, of course, like end up together. And it's all
together,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like all the things that he does is like, man, this is not good. And he's not like likable at all. It's just it was a weird
What a
weird
waste of those
movie.
two,
from
man.
the set photos, I thought it was like a drama, but I guess that just means that they filmed all the action scenes like on the volume or something.
Yeah. It's
Well,
very
it's disappointing too, Travis, about what you're seeing with the Marvel, the nods to Marvel. Like this character looked like he was trying to break away from that and do like a different role that he usually does, right? The type of guy he usually plays. So the fact
Yeah.
that like
I mean, he did like he did Knives Out, but did he do any? He did like the Apple TV show.
Great
Yeah,
man.
Defending
Oh.
Jacob was
Yeah.
good.
Defending
Well,
Jacob
like,
was
what-
good.
yeah,
really
do
good,
another
yeah.
movie that
Yeah.
was like, I guess he did Gray Man.
Which I think he's the best part of Gray Man, actually, like
Yeah.
because he's playing that Dick Chris Evans. It's not like anything
Yeah.
amazing, but and Defending Jacob was good because that was that movie where he played, or the show where he played like am I with this character? Am I not? Like it was
Yeah.
it was a gray area thing, and that's where they could have done with
But I
Ghost.
think
But
like like what other movie they did that's like trying to like break away from like did
Yeah.
he do any other movies between then?
I don't think so. I
I
know
think
he said
Because even
No.
because even his
Yeah.
appearance in Free Guy was filmed when they were filming Knives Out.
Yeah.
really. Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah,
know
it was like well, I think it was like they were both filming like in Massachusetts, like near Boston, and they just got him on like he was like
really.
the
That was
house
so early.
the house from Knives Out is like near there, so he just got him on set for like 15 minutes and shot the scene.
Jeez. Yeah, no, I know he said some quote which could be true. He's like, people don't go and see my actual good movies, so there probably is some movies that he's done, and I've never actually
Well, he
watched
was
the
in
movie.
Liger.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen the thing with Simu Liu, his movies that he's
Oh
in
my
that he just like
God.
doesn't promote at all?
Yeah, he's in that movie with
the new one.
Robbie and Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like some like
That
it looks
was
like a
the
bad
cast is
upgrade.
it's Robbie Amell, him,
Yeah.
Jordana Brewster, and what's his
Sam
name?
Worthington
Sam
from
Worthington.
Avatar. Yeah, this man's in the biggest movie of all time last year. Third biggest movie of all
I saw
time.
things of like James Cameron just needs to lock him in a cage until the next Avatar.
Yeah, it's so weird, but yeah, no, I can't remember. I feel like there's something else, but yeah, and I've never watched the movie Evans directed, but I've heard that it's good. But yeah, and I don't care. Like I'll swear. And then in Ghosted, they also have like cameos from Anthony Mackie
heard,
and
yeah.
Sebastian Stan, and it's just like yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
It's too on the
It's not
nose.
good. Don't watch it.
Yeah,
Don't waste your time.
there's other things. Lots of great stuff.
Oh,
Lot
he
of
was in
good stuff.
Snowpiercer. I forgot about Snowpiercer.
Yeah,
That's good.
Snowpiercer was great in. Yeah.
That's before them though.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
Scott
wouldn't count
Pilgrim.
the-
What were you say, Kirkland?
I was just gonna say, I feel like there's a bunch of good stuff on Apple TV that I have actually not seen like at all. I was just on there watching Ted Lasso, and then
Apple TV
now,
has
that's
so many
rude.
shows with just like you see like so many famous actors that you just like never heard of. Like you just go on Apple
like,
TV and it's
actually.
like
Well, I've seen there's that new one with Tom Holland's coming out. It looks pretty good.
I think that's a
Crowded
show.
Room.
Crowded Room, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just seen the
saw
trailer.
someone say like this is the third time in a row that Tom Holland is trying to show us he can do serious acting.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
We'll see.
Yeah,
What's the name of the one with Daisy Ridley?
Chaos Walking.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. Isn't Mads in that one?
Mads is, yeah. I still haven't seen it. It was in Canada. It was like the #1 movie trending on Netflix, and I was like,
I think it was delayed for 2 years. I think they reshot the entire movie because test screenings were so bad.
Yeah,
and
it
then
didn't
they
help.
delayed it still, and then COVID happened. So really, I think it ended up releasing on like VOD.
Yeah, I think it had a small release, but yeah, I want to watch it at some point. I've still never seen Cherry either, but yeah, I think he is a solid actor. I
Chaos
think
Walking Retrospective.
Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. I think he's a solid actor. I think he just has like a certain range where there's certain roles for him. I feel
I
like
like Uncharted. Uncharted was like that was a 4 out of 5 for me. I've never
4
played
out
any.
of
Of,
5.
I've never played any.
5.
I think my reason is I've never played any of the Uncharted games, so I'm sure this is like wildly inaccurate. And like if I played the games, I'm sure I would hate this movie. But like as a movie itself, like this is Tom Holland. You know, he likes National Treasure. He's like, I'm gonna do my National Treasure.
I like.
And Mark Wahlberg's there too, I guess.
Oh yeah, that was.
Can't beat some Marky Mark.
He's in Papa John's. They got the map in Papa John's.
Yeah, see, I haven't played the games either, but it was just so bland for me. I was hoping for better, but
you haven't played them, Travis. You're
No.
a PlayStation guy.
I wasn't a PlayStation 3 era guy. That's the thing. So
Okay.
that's why. And one day I want to, but then when I got it, there's 4 games. So it's a lot to. It's a lot.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna get that. I think I actually own the collection. I just gotta.
I played like the opening of 4 because it was free on like the PS5 like PS4 hits collection or whatever.
Right.
But then I don't know. I couldn't like I don't know. I don't like the gameplay of it that much. It's
fair.
weird. It's just like
Yeah, I'm the same with the new Star Wars one.
Really?
Jedi
Yeah.
Survivor. Carl.
Yeah. Well, I haven't played that one. I didn't play the last one. I don't like it.
Fallen Order.
Started. Yeah.
Survivor's a step up, but it controls the same way. So I guess if you don't like it, then
Yeah, I don't like the whole like having to climb along the side of walls and stuff. Give
That's
me an
like
RPG.
then
where I
don't
can
play
just-
Survivor. You got lots
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah,
I
screw
do
that.
think that Survivor starts
Yeah.
off a lot like quicker than Fallen Order.
I think
Because
so.
Fallen Order, the start of it, a lot of it's just like a lot of cutscene, like long cutscenes. They're just like walking.
like Red Dead Redemption. I tried to play that game, got 2 hours in and kept falling asleep because I had to
don't
walk.
Break my heart. You're breaking
I
my
had to,
heart, Carl.
I had to
I haven't
walk
played it.
beside a horse for like half an hour, and I was like, "Come on, give me some action." I know after that point it'll be good, but I just needed to get past that point, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Looks stunning though.
Oh, absolutely.
play Death
I'm a fan of
Stranding.
westerns, so that game is just a
I
pure.
do really
Me
wanna
too.
get
I
Red
love
Dead
westerns,
too.
so I was looking forward to it, and I love The Witcher, so I was thinking, oh, this will be similar. But
The Witcher and Red Dead.
well, just a similar like big open world game.
I see. Yeah, I loved the first Red Dead with Marston. I really liked the second one, but I don't like it as much.
But yeah, I played all the other ones. Red Dead, Undead Nightmare, brilliant.
Oh yeah, great game.
Oh yeah, great DLC.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll call it a shot there. We've almost gone a whole hour over. That was a fun time. It was good to catch up with everybody. It was went on many. What you laughing about, Carl?
I didn't realize it's 10-5. Great.
Yeah, no.
Pickup
Good
time.
day, Carl.
Yeah. I was like, oh god.
I'm glad I retired from football because I would have a football match in like 4 hours.
Well, but yeah, no. Well, thanks everyone for joining. This is tons of fun. It was good to catch up. And then yeah, in 2 weeks, if anyone's free again, if you want to join, we're gonna be doing a movie night with Batman '89, so you can just pull up your copy and we'll start at the same time and we'll.
Are we gonna get nuts?
I was gonna say, talking about getting nuts. Yeah, we're gonna be
What
getting
date's
nuts.
that?
The 26th. It's gonna be a late night one though, Carl. But
I'll be in Portugal, so I'll be on the beers.
Oh, so perfect. You can. live
yeah, I'll
stream from
join
the
in.
bus or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be just sitting in the villa.
Not even be
I'll-
watching the movie.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the next one. But yeah, no. Take care, everyone. Have a good weekend. And no,
Later.
lots of fun.
Yeah,
See you
bye-bye.
guys.
Take care.
Bye.